up, everyone? Welcome to a new live stream. You ever just like, hang on, my headset cable's having issues here. You ever just run into your room, or you walk into your room with water, and then you look on the screen and you see your intros playing, and you're like, shit, I'm not at my computer. Yeah. That just happened, so sorry. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. It is September 22nd, the first day of fall. Hallelujah. Not really. Fall's kind of just a little icky, you know, not to offend anyone's feelings about fall, but I'm a fan of the warmth usually, and it gets really cold outside, and yeah, it gets really tricky over time. But the good thing is, though, is that we have some very exciting plans on this channel throughout the fall, with SWTOR next month, and then there's a lot of new games coming out, Cyberpunk, Squadrons, Watch Dogs Legion, Valhalla. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. So welcome to stream, Johnny. Welcome to stream, everybody else. Before we get into the game, though, a couple just announcements flat off the bat. Let me make sure I'm getting this right, though. I'm gonna check real quick. Okay, yeah, that number's correct. We are currently at 18 subscribers to the channel, which is awesome. I love each and every one of my subscribers. But we're 7 away. That means we're 7 subs away from getting a new emote for all of our tier 1 subs, which would be SWTOR Chimp Zone. And if you don't know what that emote looks like, I'm a fire it off in the chat here. Bang, bang, bang. And you can also scroll down below the stream and check it out in our little emote widget. And it's currently a tier 2 sub emote. So if you subscribe to tier 2, you could get it right now. But if you don't, if you only are a tier 1 subscriber, by subscribing, you help get us that much closer to the goal of everyone getting it. So I got some pretty cool stream plans in the pipeline for October, so I anticipate we'll probably get it then. But for now, though, if this is your first time tuning in, or your first time tuning in a while, please at least consider following and keeping up with streams. And if by the end of the stream, or by a few streams from now, if you really are enjoying yourself here, and appreciate what we do, please consider supporting us, and not just what we do to play games, but to provide a community for everyone, to put production value in our streams, and just to have a solid, entertaining 8 o'clock every night. So yeah. Other than that, please consider joining our public Discord. It's completely free. Scroll down below the stream. There's a big button there where you can join, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. So it's SWTOR time, my fellow gamers. So yeah. Do we want to do the red? I think we want to do the red. So guys, last we left off on Sith Kitty, we had just finished McKeb, which I have a soft spot for. Love McKeb as a expansion, as a planet, everything. But our adventures on McKeb are at an end for now. We're going to hit the road, Jack, and probably move on to some other content. We have the prelude for Shadow of Revan. We also have, I believe we have Section X and CZ198 we can do as well. Those are kind of next in the content pipeline, but just to preface where this character is going, because I was thinking about it last night, in terms of, because kind of an issue that we might run into here with our SWTOR streams is that currently we have 2 stream series for SWTOR on this channel. Stream series, and both of them are based on Imperial characters, which is cool, I guess. Everyone loves Imperials, but trying to tell me I don't have access to the ship. Bitch, that is my ship. Which is cool, I guess, but the problem is on Squid Guns on Ihona, eventually we're going to run into endgame content, and I'm just debating what we're going to do there, how much endgame content we're really going to play, and we're inevitably going to end up retracing a bit of the content we've done for this series, so I don't want to, like, overload my viewers or anything. And the thing with SWTOR as well is, Charles, I just started the game, dude. Come on, you really want me to die right now? I can't die in my ship.
I've just completed a new meal plan for your culinary pleasure.
It's okay, I'll find a way to die. I guess I'll just die. But anyway, Winter Outlaw armor set. Oh, you know it's fall when you see the Winter Outlaw armor set on sale. All my homies love it. So I'm just figuring out a way to differentiate the series a bit more, and I'm debating if I should skip certain content on Sith Kitty versus Squid Guns and Ihona. And I think I'll probably, once we hit level 70 on this character, I'm going to skip right to Onslaught. I don't know how long that takes. We might get through Shadow of Revan. There's a good chance that we're just going to end up skipping, what is it? Eternal Empire and Fallen Throne. The inevitable curse of reversing all of those titles. But yeah, so directive activate. Oh, that's just to get all the parts. Still haven't got all the HK parts because I'm slow. An invitation from Darth Asina. Oh, you know what? We have the Shroud and the Seeker Droid quests now. I totally forgot about those. Lord Sithrat. He was stained by the blood of a traitor. It was Darth Malgus who brought him out of the Academy in Korriban. It was Darth Malgus who Sithrat fought at the Battle of Ilum. I argued for Sithrat's execution, but for practical reasons, I permitted him to join the mission to McKib. He did not deserve that chance, but I understand he died well. Is shamefully purged from the records. Just the freaking, like, clan mentality of Sith, bro. Act 3 of Jedi Consort. Yeah, I saw you beat Act 2 today in Steam Achievements. That's pretty poggers, honestly. I am not a huge fan of the Jedi Consular, if I'm being honest, but I can't deny that there is definitely some fun companions on that class. And Nolan North as a Jedi is a great time. Even though he's Nolan North and everything he does, it's still a great time. Okay, so this is the Seeker Droid and Shroud missions. Or the Macrobot Acula missions, I should say. Technically, it's the Dread Seed and the Shroud stuff, if we're going by the book here, but yeah. Also, because we really need to get, like, a new set of gear. What I think I'm going to do, guys, is sometime in the next few days, possibly tomorrow or on Thursday, is actually resubscribe to the game. Since we do these streams so often. And, get Shay Vizsla as a companion for all my characters. And then, use my credits to actually get some gear for Sith Kitty here. And for, some other stuff as well. As in Squid Guns. Some other stuff. Me trying to be super vague about stuff you guys know about. Okay. We're not gonna do that. We're just actually, where am I supposed to go? Oh man, I love Droman Koss not telling me where to go ever. I mean, going to Koss City is probably a safe bet. Nexus Room Cantina. I got huge KOTOR 2 vibes from the story, especially Act 1 with Malachor stuff. Yeah, there are KOTOR 2 definitely, with the whole aspect of like the way they treat the Force being the main thing. And drawing comparisons to KOTOR 2 is never a bad thing. Okay, Charles Redeemed die for me, so I gotta find a cliff to jump off on this planet. Which actually, I think there's a few in the city right here. So, let's do that. So has anyone ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Yeah, it's a Sith legend. Okay, here we go. Whee! Man, we spawned so far from where we were. Kinda gypped about that. Oh, you know what? I think the swoop bike event is going on now. As well, that just started today. Dude, we spawned so far from where we were. Dang. Darth Barris the Wide. That's a good one. It's not a tale, the Jedi tale. Entering combat or unsheathing your weapon activates a visual effect. Oh, that's just in general, like whenever you use your weapon. A couple topics I want to go through tonight with everybody. And I especially want to hear your thoughts on this cruise. Because I think we're both pretty big fans of most of Bethesda Studios. Is obviously the Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda. Truly a game changer? Or is it? Or is it going to change anything? One thing that I thought was interesting, though, was that Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, I had to think about the name there for a second, were previously set to be Sony exclusives, and they still are. But eventually they'll be on all platforms. And then there's the potential. Like, Microsoft did not have to honor that agreement, and now they are. They're like, yeah, it's set in stone. We're not going to mess with it. And then future games presumably will either be exclusive to the PC and Xbox, or they're going to be on all platforms. So these rooms really are across from each other, aren't they? Dathasina. Hopefully Microsoft makes finish their games now. Yeah. I actually genuinely, yeah. Freaking some of those games need to
You're finally here.
come out
Good.
faster.
The situation is growing more dangerous with each passing moment.
And they need to be on a new engine.
Briefing. When I joined the Dark Council, the Emperor personally
You're right,
selected
because
me to oversee
Microsoft
the
now
Dread
owns
storehouse of
Obsidian.
technology.
I
The
think they
facility
own
is
Obsidian,
called
right?
Arcanum.
And Bethesda. Funny how that works out. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. There could totally be a sequel. Guys, do I go for the flirt right away? The Arcanum. I'm going for the flirt right away. Let's do it.
You've taken good care of yourself. For a Dark Council member. I expected another dried-up old Sith.
What a pity that more don't follow my example. Recruitment would be much simpler. The Dread Masters helped build Arcanum before their imprisonment. Now that they've escaped, they seem to think the facility's contents are theirs. They corrupted one of Arcanum's most important guards, who helped them steal Sith technology known as the Seeds of Rage.
Took nothing else?
That's all they wanted. It sounds like they could have stolen everything.
A larger raid would have triggered alarms, and we should be grateful they only took the seeds. Those devices are dangerous enough. When placed near living beings, the seeds transmit signals that arouse irrational and violent impulses. The effect is slow, insidious, and irreversible. The Dreadmaster's
Seeds of
agents are
COVID.
burying seeds across the galaxy, where they will
Sorry,
drive
someone here
entire
had to do it.
populations mad. We must recover
I just hope that the
those
big titles
devices.
aren't console exclusives because I have a PS4. Yeah, I mean, the good news is you'll at least get, like, Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo if you want to play either of those games. I mean, I love Arcane and I love Tango Gameworks, the devs for both those games respectively. But yeah, I would be very surprised if Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield, which is the other Bethesda Softworks game, which is essentially their next big flagship RPG a la Skyrim and Fallout. I would be very surprised if either of those were console exclusives, just because Fallout and Elder Scrolls have built such a reputation for themselves as cross-platform titles, especially Skyrim, which is funny because I believe either Morrowind or Oblivion launched as a Xbox exclusive for the original Xbox. So, how the turns have tabled. But, yeah, no, so I would be surprised. And Microsoft in general, if you pointed a gun to my head and was like, between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, which of these companies is the most pro-consumer, without a question, I'm gonna say Microsoft, just because they have Games Pass, just because they publish so many of their games on like literally every PC storefront now. That when they release a new game day one, it's on PC and Xbox and on Games Pass. So pretty much anybody with either a PC or an Xbox or some level of hardware, software, anywhere can play it. It's only a matter of time before Xbox Games Pass is on PlayStation, though that might not actually happen because I think Sony's trying to do their own thing as well. But yeah, so I see this as a mostly good thing, even though I'm always weary when a giant company buys another big company. But that's just the economy we live in.
You can't take back what you can't find.
I've already acquired a means of locating.
I say Microsoft's more pro-consumer. Also, being a huge fan of Sony, I love my PS4. I'm going to get a PS5. I'll probably never get a Series S or a Series X. But because I have a PC, I can enjoy all of those games that are going to be on those consoles anyway. So, if I didn't own a PC, I would
expect to encounter violent resistance from afflicted natives.
I would like have a huge like deliberation about, do I get a PS5 or Xbox this gen? Just because it's like now they have Bethesda. Like, what matters more to me? Like, some of the future Microsoft titles, like Elder Scrolls 6, potentially the next Doom game, you know, all that stuff, or you know, God of War, Last of Us, Spider-Man, Horizon, etc. I see this as an absolute win. Or, you know, I have a PC, and I'm just going to get a PS5 and enjoy everything, so yeah.
Glad to hear I won't need a shovel. How will the droids know when they found a seed?
It would be nice if we get some cool loot with the secret droids
down,
here.
Search for unusual objects in the soil, and bring up whatever it finds. You will receive a seeker, and all the coordinates we've extracted from the traitor. I'll remain in contact via transmissions. Find the seeds and bring them back to me. For the Empire.
For the Empire. Oh man, look at all those objectives on the screen. Conquest mission, conquest completed. It'd be funny if we just completed the conquest in one mission there. This is a bonus mission, apparently. Okay. So, we got some seeds to find. That's on the table. Honestly, that might actually be a fun way of doing the stream, is just looking for seeds. Just a chill-ass thing to do, though it could also be very boring. Power generator? I probably want the power generator, right? Or, no, I want the storage case, I think. That seems like it would be useful. Is this helmet any good? No. No. Alright, now we jawn across the hall here. And we talk to this woman.
You finally arrived.
And we hit the flirt with her, too.
This is Evie Bo.
I can speak for myself, okay?
Evie
I'm top
Bo-Katan.
lieutenant to the galaxy's most brilliant freelance super spy, the Shroud. I was.
Voice actress. I'm trying to identify who the voice actress is.
So you don't work for him anymore? What happened?
What happened is the whole reason I'm here. The Shroud's been semi-retired a while, but he got fidgety. Took a gig from the Hutt cartel to spy on you guys. Republic, too. Seems in all his spying, the Shroud's found something. A challenge. He's planning some kind of rogue attack on Droman Kaas.
You say the Hutt cartel has been spying. What are they after?
Some business on McKeb. The Hutts wanted to make sure they had all their angles covered first. Didn't care, didn't ask.
Didn't we just do all that
Repeat
stuff?
what you told me, Bo. Explain why you've turned traitor.
The Shroud, he always consults with me. This time, though, nothing. So, I pried. Learned about Kaas. An attack on the Empire? That's suicide. Told him as much. As thanks for speaking my mind, he tried to have me killed. So here I am.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Your employer clearly
Flirting
doesn't
with every
know
random
what an
NPC.
asset he has.
Pouring it on a little thick, pal. Let's
Pouring
stick to
on
the
a little
impending
thick
doom
there,
on the
buddy.
Empire's capital world.
Yes, please. Let us continue with the matter at hand.
Like I said, he told me nothing. But I got a line on where another lieutenant's holed up. And I got special macro binoculars to help you find him. They're the Shroud's design. Beyond top of the line. Contracted the parts from all over. Assembled them himself.
These macro binoculars are no mere magnifiers. They're fitted with a wide range of analytical and communications applications, even a Meraluka interface. They will be utterly indispensable in your search.
I like how they address that there. They're like, hey, are these goggles, they come with accessibility features.
Bo, you said I'm looking for a lieutenant. What information?
Zelix hates
The
just
Shroud keeps his
anything
data
that doesn't
fragmented
revolve
across its
around
entire surveillance
destruction and
network.
violence
That lieutenant will have a piece of the Shroud's plan.
and lying and
The lieutenant's
manipulation.
basic coordinates are already plugged into the binocs. You'll use them to find key relay points that will help us triangulate an exact position. While you're out there, I'll be scrounging together more intel. I'll keep up on your progress through the binocs and keep you informed of whatever I find, too.
Binocs.
May
How have
your
I gone
actions
my
be
whole
swift
life
your results
and never
beyond
called
reproach.
binoculars
Fate of the Empire
binocs for
requires
short?
it. Morse is out.
Darth Morris is part of the Darth Bear Shoulder Blades fan club. Dude, man, they're compensating, bro. I just know it. They have to be. Okay, so now we got the God Mode macro binoculars here. This is one of my favorite features in the game. And they ran with this too. Like, every planet has secrets on it. It's great. Not a huge tuning guy mod is coming to PS4. Yeah, dude, I can totally see in your situation, I would be like, yeah, I can pass on that. And don't get me wrong, I'll be getting Miles on PS4 as well. I mean, yeah, it is. I cannot. I know there are people in the same way that every time a new iPhone comes out, they will buy the iPhone day one. There are people who will buy the console day one and be like, yep, I'm not even going to question whether or not I actually am going to use it that often. I just need it. And it's like, okay. You know, go ahead, knock yourself out. But yeah, I can't really do that so much. Especially when I have so many games in my backlog to play through.
That's exactly what you're looking for. Keep at it.
That reminds me, I said I was going to put a list below the stream of games we're going to be on Twitch. I did not do that today. I'll do that tomorrow if I remember. I'll try to reminder for myself. No. Zalix is like, oh, you didn't immediately kill this person you're talking to? Disapprove. Yeah, dude, he's just like, blah, blah, blah. When can I kill them? Oh, doing the fancy speeder run here. While we're here as well, I guess we might as well get the HK part we're missing here. We found the ones minus Outlaw's Den Tatooine. We found the one on like Hoth and Terrace pretty quickly, and I don't know if we went to another planet. And after that, I have to go to Coruscant, I think, and that might be everything. So, let's just get the rest of these signals then. I thought of becoming a scalper, but I want to be a part, deal with that BS. What do you mean by become a scalper? Like, for what? A scalper for what, necessarily? Because maybe I missed the context. Okay. I looked through my goggles. And that one was pretty easy to find.
Hey, that's one of the Shroud's spy droids. Won't help us triangulate anything, but keep an eye out for more of them suckers.
So this is kind of a basic tutorial of like stuff you're supposed to look out for, I guess, as macro with the binocs. So kind of makes sense. Unfinished Colossus. But yeah, to the point of having a list of games to play for Twitch, who buys consoles in bulk and result. Oh, I didn't know that applied exclusively to consoles. That's why I was a little confused. Yeah, that is a lot of money. That's like if you got some fuck around money. Like I got $10,000. Let me just fucking spend it all on Yeah. Yeah. Or you could totally be those guys that you put up a listing for a console on eBay, and then right at the very bottom, below all the fancy, like, eye-catching headline of new PS5 Standard Edition, you put includes piece of paper with picture of PS5. And then when you actually get your money for what you did, you can say, hey, it was there in the fine print. Oh, just an explanation of what you mean. Okay, gotcha. Well, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and November 10th is console launch day, which is really exciting. And that is also the same day Spider-Man Miles Morales launches, and it's also when Assassin's Creed Valhalla launches. And I am quadruply more hyped for one game than I am the other. You don't have to guess which one that is. But I also thought about what we're going to be doing in December. And I had a little bit of deliberation about if we should do the Christmas Eve stream this year or not. No matter what, there will be a charity stream by itself, just to, you know, raise money for Child's Play. But now we're going to the spaceport. Let me just quick travel to the spaceport. That's a lot quicker. In addition to the Charity Day stream, I think we're also going to do a Christmas Eve stream. All because of Miles Morales, because that game is set during Christmas. So instead of playing it on launch, streaming it on launch, I think I'm gonna, because I think, you know, a couple of my viewers here are Spider-Man fans and are probably gonna play that game close to when it comes out. I'm gonna probably stream it on Christmas Eve, I think, instead of streaming it on launch, and then we'll stream Valhalla when it comes out. And then when November 18th hits, we're gonna drop everything and just play Cyberpunk on this channel. It'll be a Cyberpunk channel. No apologies. Oh, they really want me to go down there, huh? Okay. Chuckles Jacobs. I really need to look at that guy's name there before I teleport it away. Project C. What's that guy's name? Scamblesp. Oh, MMOs. Being MMO-like. No. We need some new mounts. I kind of wish I picked up the Mustafarian. Oh, I get it. He's like the Mandalorian, but he's the Mustafarian. The Mustafarian. That's cool. That's respectable. Lord Grathan's estate. The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Please use all products only as intended.
Damn it, that's a joke Davey kept making when we were here on Squid Guns in Nihona. And now it's in my head still that I'm on Drummond Cos. Vine cats, bro. R.I.P. Vine. Those were the days, bro. Simpler times. I would just sit on my little lobby side bench in my high school, and Brody would show me vines, and he's like, "Hey, check out this cool vine," and I'd be like, "Oh, that's neat." Audibly, that's neat, you know. Bro, the cats are just chilling here, unabashed. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Is this really the whole map? Oh, wow. Okay, this is the first time we've discovered the whole map of Drummond Cos on this character. Always a good feeling when you load into a planet. You can see everything. Hey, guys. Actually, let me kill some of you. I hate you. I want to kill you. Give me $500. Oh, man. Also, for this stream, I decided after last night's stream, I was watching playback, and I was like, wow, the stream quality looks exceptionally good, compared to what I'm usually used to seeing. I decided to lower the frame rate of the SWTOR streams back down to 30, but the bit rate is now a lot higher, so the quality of what you're seeing should be a lot better. You should be a lot more able to see specific details of what's on the screen, and instead of just a lot of the blurbs that end up passing by because of the stream quality being a lot lower than what I'm comfortable having it. Oh yeah, loot chest. Aw yeah, let's go. What did I get? Small satchel of crafting supplies. Don't have to roll on that with anyone in a group. Okay. Cool thing about these Shroud missions too is they really took the time to ensure that pretty much all of the missions for this quest line are tucked away in like these really hidden, nestled away areas. Like you legitimately, this is what you have to do to get to this mission. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see? It's like completely nestled away. It's so cool, too. I can only imagine not being aware of this content, playing the game leveling up, and then accidentally stumbling upon this if I was exploring, and being like, whoa, what is this? This is like so well hidden. Like I'm not supposed to find it type of thing. Do we want to keep rolling with Zalix, by the way? Oh man, who's ready for some puzzles? Who's ready for some ray shield security camera? Do I just scan it? Yeah, these missions are just full of puzzles, dude. Okay. Energy flow pattern traced to nearby laser defense grid. Okay, so that controls this. Aha. There we go. And it's not glowing either. I mean, it's only glowing when you pick up the thing. Or you view it through your macro binoculars, so. Okay, now it gets a little harder. I can go through here, which is nice. Now that's protected, which means somewhere we gotta deactivate something. Loose boulder. Can I use the force on that? 82% redotite. 80% channel copyright. Copyright. Huh? Object is precariously balanced and could fall if disturbed. Wow, that would be so unfortunate if someone force lightninged it. Nice, okay. Okay, so the generator is a little bit flickery now. Let's take another look around the room. Scan that. Energy flow. Ray shielding protects the entire device. Well, we just destroyed... Oh, I think one of the lasers is flickering now. Oh, yeah, one of them is flickering. Oh, yeah, many of them are flickering. I gotta wait for my turn here. Maybe I don't need to go this way, though? Probably not. Oh, hang on. I can go this way. Oh, yeah. Go, 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 go. Alex, that's not fair, man. Why do you cheat so? Why are you a cheater? Okay, now I'm here. Where do I go? I would presume I could just blow this up now, but maybe not. Maybe I got a little ahead of myself. I'm trying to look around here. See what other things go off. Oh yeah, there's something over there actually. Maybe I'm not supposed to go through here? Let me take a look to the right here.
Accomplished.
Zalix, dude. Dude got zapped like a bug again. Oh, the poor guy. Oh man, he got zapped like a Zalix, bro.
I've sustained worse.
No, you haven't, dude. You just got zapped like a bug back to back.
I won't let you die.
I don't think I'm the one that should be worried, Zalex. You're currently, Dude, you fucking idiot! Zalex, dude, what are you doing? He's gonna die again.
I'm honored.
Okay, I too just ascend into the sky when I get zapped. You know what? Okay, I think what I need to do here is, oh. Okay, I almost ran right into it and killed myself. I think I need to take a look around, because there might be something else I can shoot or destroy now. But there's a good chance maybe not. See, there's some things over there, too. Yeah, this might have been a red herring path. I was not actually supposed to go this way. This man just got zapped like a bug. I just thought my grenade was a healing one because it was green SMH. Oh, man. Yeah, that was the item rarity. Also, how you're liking turning invisible, Cruz? It's a major lifesaver, truly, isn't it? Okay, yeah, this was probably a red herring. Let's leave. I wish I could just stealth through all the lasers here. Like, just walk right through them, but that's not how the Force works, you know? Okay. My eyes are tripping out here. Oh, you know what? You know what? I just had a fatal realization. Okay, we are supposed to go this way. Zalex is still dead, dude. And I probably have to shoot one of these. I scared myself. I accidentally ran into that. Dang. That's why I got to Act 3 so fast. Oh, dude. Yeah, turning invisible is so good. Zalex is like you too. I just got zapped like a bug, dude. I just got hit with the anti-cat zap. I think I have to slice one of these these laser emitter things.
It is accomplished.
Zalex, you are useless. Maybe I don't. I feel like I would though. I have to like oh yes, the lower beam. Okay. Good thing I came back here. I had a feeling. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys picked up on that before I did. But I'm smart. We don't need Zalex for this. Okay, I was gonna say probably the top half, just the way the crates are arranged. Okay. And now one of these should just let me through, right? Oh, they're really gonna drag it out, aren't they? Just need this one to deactivate. There we go. Okay, we're home free. Let's get a different companion who doesn't run into things like a bug. Let's roll with Andronkonos. That dude has not seen enough action. Hello again. Thank God. Okay. Actually, no, I should have ran through there with Talos Drellic and watched him get zapped a few times to make me feel better. That would have been the move. Okay. Down here. Defeat BNK1 Binky. Is this Doom? Because that's what Doom sounds like.
Annihilation mode active.
That's what the Doom sounds like. Nope. Alright, Andronkonos, I want you to get in there and I want you to mess with him, man.
Failure imminent. Too soon.
Got him so fast. 190? Sure. I really don't like the prospect of equipping green gear, but, you know, you gotta take what you can get.
You're not in my employ.
The Shroud.
I did anticipate outside interference. but nothing quite so meager.
Devin redeemed
It would appear
Hydrate.
I've concerned myself over nothing. Well,
Thank
I
you,
won't
sir.
keep you from whatever it is you believe you're accomplishing. Carry on.
That was him on Hollow. The Shroud. Don't expect him to be onto us so soon. Don't matter. Just gotta work faster. Let's see what you scored us. Old dossiers, old invoices, and an Imperial report. Drummond Koss structural integrity assessment. Gotta be the inspiration for his attack on Koss. Got relay specs
That might be
connecting
Laura
it to the other
Bailey
files.
talking.
That's it.
Though that might also just be
Got the new
me
coordinates plugged in.
expecting every female character in a video game I play to just be Laura Bailey somehow. Because she voices everything. Select one reward. Oh, I have to pick. Oh, well. Androkonos, dude, you're rolling with us for a while, so here you go. You get a new gun. You got a new blaster. Here you go. Even though it's kind of... I mean, he doesn't really need blasters, right? It just automatically upgrades. Well, you get one new blaster. That's how you know they haven't updated this quest in a while. Shroud, the pro gamer sponsored by Logitech. That was pro gamer Shroud there. Can confirm. Where do I go next? Locate... Okay, so I gotta go to Terrace and Tatooine. And I gotta find a seed buried on Tatooine, transmitted on Terrace. So you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like we're going to Terrace. Terrace. Isn't that nice? You can just open the map and just go there. Devin, I have a question for you. Do you remember the 21st night of September? I don't actually know what lyrics come after that. Let me look it up. While I'm doing this. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I got it now. You remember how love was changing the mind of pretenders? And you know, that was all while they were chasing the clouds away. I can't do this much longer. I'm not Alex. I'm not Alex. I can't do what he does. All right, Terrace, aka Earth in like, what is it, 10 years? Haha. No. Life is a scary place. Okay, so actually, wait. Oh, there's a transmitter here. Oh, cool. Oh, he just typed in the whole thing. He's just spamming my chat with lyrics now. Let's go. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole that night away? Oh yeah, I'm yellow. What's going on? Why am I yellow? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not only that, but I'm being attacked by the bioweapon dispersal drone. One thing I really hope for in games to come over the next few years is the end of the virus trope. Please, like, no more video games have, like, a stopping a deathly virus or something, please. Because I think it's clear it was already an annoying trope before COVID, and now since COVID, it's just like, please, God, I don't want to have stories told about this. It doesn't compel me. It sucks. Hey. Badia, say, do you remember? How do you work that into a conversation, casually? Hey, Badia, do you remember? Badia, you know, we were dancing in September. And Badia, never was a cloudy day, right? I'm not even paying attention. I gotta sing with more soul. No, I know I gotta sing with more soul, but I'm not in the position to. If I do, like, my whole family's gonna run upstairs and they're just gonna start dancing in my room or something, a la the end of like a Pixar film, and it's just not gonna be a great time. Pixar film? More like the end of a DreamWorks film, I guess. I don't know. Which one is more on the brand for ending their films with a dance number? Probably DreamWorks because of Shrek. What does everyone think? Weigh in on that. I'm just kidding. It's not super important. Okay, so we have groundwork over here. Groundwork over there. Groundwork over there. Weapons of Chaos. Okay, so let's start in the west here, and then we'll go to the east, then we'll go north. So... Oh, wow, that's far. Okay. Okay! I wonder how that emote can be perceived. Is it okay? You know, for some people who don't know Craig, or is it okay? You know, like in a really enthusiastic manner for people who do know Craig. I just want to know the elasticity of the emote's emotive quality, you know? Like, how many different ways can it be applied? I really want that chimp zone emote unlocked from my tier 1 subs, guys. We really need more subs here, everybody. But it's okay. I know everyone here is doing their best to just be great, so it's okay. You don't feel pressured to sub. But man, if you're having a good time tonight, please consider subbing. Okay. Okay. Terrazian Devourer. Somehow I don't remember these enemies. Maybe it's because I'm extremely familiar with Republic terrorists and only sort of familiar with Empire terrorists, and my Republic terrorist knowledge just overrides Empire terrorists. I don't know. Never was a cloudy day. Ow! Say Maria. Say, do you remember? Okay, after I beat Jedi Counselor, I'm a sub because I want my Sork to be Ratataka Kaki Kiki. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's a good one right there. Okay, let's look around here. Oh, we're having a proper look, so you see. Oh, that's pretty damn easy right there. Ah! Oh, he's a champion. Oh no.
Your time yet.
Ah! Oh, we got the boys in red to help us out. You think in the Empire, you know, instead of blue lives matter, it'd be red lives matter? I wonder. Also, not even to acknowledge the credibility of Blue Lives Matter, which is already just a super dumb thing, but just saying, you know, the Empire would probably be equally shitty. Oh wait, these are enemies. They were shooting at us. Oh, they weren't helping us. They were trying to hurt us. That's not cool at all. In the Empire, it's no lives matter. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah, the Empire is just rampant with inequality, and they're like, yeah, man, that's kind of the idea here. Like, we just kind of want to create, like, a really shitty authoritarian state where nothing matters. Well, surely something matters to them, because, like, you know. Okay, we're just going to go back to the major zone here and then go south. That'll save us more time. I mean, Sith lives matter. That's the only thing that really matters in the Empire. If we're looking at it in terms of if there is a demographic, excluding the pretense of the lives matter tag, if there is a demographic in the Empire that truly stands above everybody else, it's the Sith. So really, this is the Sith's empire, and it's not really an empire for anybody else. So really, it's like everybody else kind of matters, but they don't. They're not treated as a... They don't because they're not treated that way at all, so... So, you know... The literal emperor is just in it to kill everyone. That is true. He actually wants to kill everyone, so he can suck their freaking soul force into the ultimate dark side smoothie so he can live forever or some shit. The Emperor's actually a massive piece of shit. Cruz, you know, on one of your characters, you need to play the Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne. Because you think you've killed Vitiate, but actually you've only killed one of his bodies. Which sounds really clunky and almost like bad comic book storytelling. But you kind of get like, I don't know, you get like a really cool, almost like Arkham Knight type of twist where the Emperor, his voice is in your head the entire expansion, like throughout the entire storyline. And so you constantly have to like, and he makes offers to you that are actually really kind of interesting, and then the whole thing ends with like either you joining him or you getting rid of him. So it's cool. The Emperor mind controlling everyone is kind of bad comic thrilling to begin with, but it's fun. Exactly, it is fun. A lot of SWTOR is bad, like comic book storytelling, like just here's this world-ending race, and Revan didn't die, but actually he is evil now, even though he's returned and said he was good, but now he's evil, and you know, such is the case with a lot of long-form serialized storytelling when you handle like really big sci-fi properties and they get handed down from like author to author. Oh my god, I need to get the speeder upgrade that stops me from being knocked down, dude. I'm sick of it. Wake me up. Wake me up. Wake me up. Wake me. I have no idea why that popped in my head, guys. I just felt like singing it. Me to Devin moments ago. No, I will not sing September. Me just literally seconds ago singing Wake Me Up. I'm sorry. I actually am sorry for that one. Sith and humans. Yeah, actually, humans as well. It's Sith at the top and then humans. And then apex life forms in the Empire are Sith humans. So I'm probably below humans in stature, this character, if we're looking at how the Empire perceives things. It's kind of funny how you do have like inherent like Nazi comparisons in Star Wars. Uh-oh, some guy wants to slam.
Okay.
You have like these inherent Nazi comparisons in Star Wars. You have several allusions to the Holocaust, especially with the execution of the Jedi Order, with you know, sort of like a disdain for religion and stuff like that. There's even you know, you have the line in Episode 4 where they're like, "Hey, no droids. We don't serve their kind here." Lots of racial stereotypes in Star Wars, like, oh, you smell like a you know, I was about to say Solarian, but that's Mass Effect. Anyway, there's all these allusions to race, but there's never any sort of racial commentary in Star Wars. And not that I'm saying there should be, it's just, it seems odd that there's so much attention drawn to like race and stuff, and yet there's almost never racial commentary. Yet there is a lot of political commentary in Star Wars. You know, especially in the prequels. In the Clone Wars, there's anti-war commentary.
Take that.
There's like commentary on pacifism. You know, it's a lot of anti-war commentary. And there's also rarely any gender commentary too, which I guess is a little less weird. Because to me, that's one of those things where in the galaxy, in Star Wars, they never really draw so much attention to the disparity between men and women, nearly as much as they draw attention to the disparity between aliens and different races and stuff like that. So it's a wonder why they never explore it, but not be the most popular SWTOR faction. Cruz is talking mad sense, guys. I don't know. Okay, now we go Now we go to the other part of the map. Did I miss a transmitter somewhere? Don't tell me I missed one and didn't scan something. That would be a shame. Defeat enemies 1. But yeah, it's weird how they don't ever go into that. Like, yeah. I'm surprised. I don't know. I guess, put it this way. If Lucas didn't want to tackle it, that's fine. But the era in which he was inspired by, like the Cold War, you'd think, like, living through the 60s, you think some of that would have made its way into Star Wars, but no. Not really. Unless it's just like an undercurrent. I mean, it is an undercurrent, but yeah. That's all it is. Ah, Terrace music is so good, guys. We're gonna crank up the volume here. Nothing is more transportive for me in this game in terms of taking me back to when I first played the game, 2011, early 2011. Just being like completely, utterly just in awe every day playing this game, being like, wow, I've never played a game this massive. I've never been in like a Star Wars world this realized. Nothing transports me back to that quicker than playing on Terrace. I don't know why it is. I don't know. Terrace just seemed so just visceral, I guess. Like this destroyed civilization, and you're just going. So I guess sort of the same for a lot of people who play Fallout and stuff like that. Terrace was kind of like that when I played it. I was like, wow, this is kind of just a destroyed civilization. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's see if I can get it from here. You're in awe of the massiveness of this game. Okay, listen. When I was a kid, when I was younger, I was greatly in awe of it. And because of that, I'm in awe of it now still. Because I'm tied to my first impression of the game, which was all the way back then. But by all means, man, certain planets in this game annoy the fuck out of me. Like Balmora, dude. I was there with Davey, I was like, dude, I'm like, this is boring. It's confusing to navigate. The map is not laid out well. Just, please, can things just be more simply checkered together? But yeah, then certain other planets and certainly quests like this where you get to roam around, I appreciate a lot more.
On a secured channel, then it's clear you have no idea who you're dealing with. However, know that no matter how deep you dig and how much you find, you won't stop me. But you will make your most powerful enemy yet.
Is that Jeff Bezos? I mean, he's bald. He's wired up with all like the Amazon electronics. You know, he's probably got a freaking an Amazon Echo built into him. That's probably Jeff Bezos, bro. We're in Star Wars now, you know. Driving my yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I love Star Wars. I think that's, you know, I think it's fair to say a lot of us here love Star Wars. What really works for me with this game is just that the game,
But I'd lost you there.
more so than maybe any other Star Wars game ever made, feels the closest to what it feels like to live in the Star Wars galaxy in terms of scale and depth and verticality and just width and, you know, all the other factors that matter. Because I mean, the universe in this game is just freaking huge. Like it's massive. There's so many planets, so many different cultures you dot across. Granted, you don't get to. It's kind of inconsistent, you know, which ones are more fleshed out than others. But yeah, like this feels like a huge, massive galaxy, and that's kind of what you want from like a Star Wars experience, I guess. For me, I guess I want to like feel like I'm living in the universe. Bro, Shaklaw's looking mad big. In search of followers, primes, and views. Come on, big follows, *com, big follows, .com, close parentheses, exclamation point. Guys, no one buy into this guy. In fact, I'm gonna. Here we go. There's a button to instantly time someone out, but I haven't found it yet because I'm not great. Woo! Okay, there we go. Everyone give each other a pat on the back for just for being here and not being a bot. Give yourself a pat on the back for being human. It's good stuff. Okay. What is that? Oh. Haha. Public recovery droid. I recently enabled night mode on my monitor and it kicks on at like 9 o'clock at night. I should probably turn it off because it's actually a lot harder to see things now. Playing SWTOR especially. Oh, we're in the Dreadseed area now, fellas. You know what? Let me get into a safe vicinity here and I'm actually going to disable night mode. Because I need to actually see what I'm doing here. It is actually kind of hard to see.
Not your time yet.
Not your time yet. Okay. Display settings. Turn off night mode. Everything's a lot bluer. But that's how we want it. Blue, da-da-dee-da-doo. I was doing the Alliance quest for Blizz and Kynes and Fez today, and I forgot you could travel to Contact, so I spent ages trying to get back to characters because they were far away from battle points. Feels bad, man. Yeah, that was kind of a nice feature for them to be like, hey, you can travel there directly. Okay, I'm kind of not feeling traveling to the crazy Ratcool squad gang here. Okay, so we just gotta, like, look around, I guess.
Not your time yet.
Not your time yet. Oh, you know what we never did before we left? Drummond Koss. We never... Oh, hang on. Oh, that's good. We never looked for the HK part. We might go back there at the end of the stream or whatever. I was going to do Section X and CZ198, though I think this is just going to be a scavenging stream. Okay, nothing, but that's okay. Point me in the direction. Point me in the direction of burgers. Oh, okay. So... like, here? This should be promising. Let me not move drastically from where I was either. Let's just see where this takes us. It's gonna be red, of course. That way. Okay, they're really leading us on here. Might be overcorrecting myself here, but let's just see what happens. Ratcool Patrol Squad over there. Nothing. Okay, where am I going? So specific. Okay, even more. Oh, did not mean to target someone. Dude, come on, I'm being led on here. It's just pointing me in random directions now, I feel like. This has to be it. We're almost out of the zone. I mean, we got a little bit more that we can exit out, but... boom! Look at that. Is it the Dreadseed? It looks like the Dreadseed. Cover the Dreadseed buried on terrace.
Impressive. One seed recovered. Many more to go.
True. Okay, now we go to Tatooine. Galaxy map. Seeds of Rage. Tatooine time. Everyone's favorite planet. Time to talk over the Tatooine intro, because every time I make a video about SWTOR and I upload to YouTube and I'm going to Tatooine in that video, which is almost every single stream we do for some reason, the Tatooine intro ends up getting us copyright. So I have to talk over it to ensure that doesn't happen. So the YouTube algorithm gets confused, which probably won't work because it's too good at picking up on music. Okay. Now we go to... I don't actually know where we go. Let's leave the damn spaceport first, and then we'll find out. And Tatooine. Everyone loves being on Tatooine. Everybody loves being here, including Cruz, right, Cruz? Okay, so I just gotta go a bit further up here. And we have a little beacon to scan, which is surely gonna take us a half age to look for. F YouTube. Dude, YouTube is so freaking shitty, man. I'm gonna be honest. Almost every single SWTOR stream I upload to YouTube from here to YouTube gets flagged. Every single one. And I have to spend a couple days telling the YouTube audio editor to mute clips or mute portions of the video where music is playing. And there's either the option to mute parts of the clip where music is playing, or I can try to only mute the music in those portions, and it'll sort of like smart filter out what's not music, what's not claimed, which is extremely finicky, and they're still working on the software for that. But yeah, it's irritating nonetheless. And not only that, but whenever on, say, I've had SWTOR streams I've uploaded where it's like 7 different areas of the video have been claimed for copyright, and it's like, bro, because of Star Wars music, all because of Star Wars music. So I will be like, all right, let me mute all of them. You can only mute one at a time. You gotta wait like several hours for the edit of it getting muted in the live video to go through before you can even select another one to be muted. So essentially, if I upload a video and it gets 3 flags for copyright, it'll take me 3 days to remove all of it, because on the first day I only have it'll only let me remove one of them because of how long it takes for like a 20-second portion of the video just to remove a song. Why? I don't understand. And I don't understand why it doesn't let me just do it all at once. It is so stupid. Damn you, YouTube, for having a monopoly on video streaming platforms, free user-based video streaming platforms. One annoying thing is to get from your ship to the planet, you have to go through the orbital station every time. So why is the fast shuttle ship locked by legs level 30 SMH? Is it? Wow. I mean, I know it's preferred status. You could probably get it from level 1. Cruz, honestly, it might be worth... You know, money's tight and shit, but it might be worth just throwing $15 at the game, because I think that's the minimum amount needed to unlock preferred status. And it honestly just makes a lot of things easier. You can get a lot of things from level 1. Quick travel timer, just like it's... The quick travel, the cooldown gets removed completely. I hate what YouTube did to comedy. I miss Filthy Frank. Oh, you do got preferred?
You okay?
Maybe I'm just have a selective memory then, because I could swear you could get legacy ship travel sooner than level 30. Oh well. Wow, I have explored like none of this map. Amazing. Okay, we're going over here now. Yeah, dude, Filthy Frank was so funny. It's they've really bent over for the, you know, the shareholders and on the platform, and potential investors in YouTube who want to see a more like brand friendly platform. And it's so shitty. It's like, man, can we just not have... Can this just be a Wild West video platform? Like, can this just be run by creators and not have to be controlled by brands, basically? But that's just how society works, okay. Unfortunately, is everything is just controlled by brands. But yeah. All my homies use AdBlock on shit site. Except for SWTOR's videos and except for RTOR. Actually, no, you can use it on RTOR. I'm not partnered on RTOR yet. I actually need, I think, 1,000 subs, and I need, like, a certain amount of consistent channel views in order to do that. I think I'll be okay with channel views. It's just subs right now. That's the big issue. I'm like at 160 right now. I need to be at 1,000 to even start collecting monetizations on my Art Tour videos. So fun fact, I've been doing those for free for the past year. But yeah. Corporations rule all aspects of our life now, thanks to social media. Well, social media, I think, is just an extension of that, really. It's just, it's only furthered by it. And their control is perpetuated by social media as well, so it's a sham, brother. This is really the Tatooine road trip here, exploring parts of the map I've never been to. Sunset Ridge. Sunset Rider. I don't know what I was doing there. There's a... If you guys watch Retro Replay on YouTube, which you know you probably do, it's Nolan North and Troy Baker playing video games. And I was like binging it earlier in the year, because it's just so funny watching them play video games. They're playing a game called Sunset Rider. And they do a thing where they go, Sunset Rider, and it was just really funny. I'm just trying to replicate that, that's all. Yes, more sand. What this planet really needs is more sand. Sand and Geonosians. I mean, I guess Geonosians kind of makes sense. I kind of like the idea that, you know, Geonosians are survive in certain climates. I mean, it makes more sense for them to be here than it does for them to be on Hoth, I suppose. I don't want to jump off this cliff. I'm going to die for sure if I do. This is a musical cue I don't think I've ever heard in this game. I've probably heard it before, but I just don't remember hearing it. This is like Uncharted 3. What is this music? I love it, but it's like... I've never heard it. I feel like I'm in Lawrence of Arabia now. And now it's over. Geonosians will be on Geonosis, sure. Oh, now it turned into a... Part of that was a musical cue for a Star Wars film, and now it's a SWTOR musical cue. But yeah. Yeah, sure. But, you know, they're a species of engineers, I guess, and workers. I mean, it kind of makes sense for them at some point to be like, hey, we can go to other planets. Fun fact, Geonosians are also on an additional planet in this game called Ossus, which was added a few years ago. And that is also like a sort of a hot farming planet with a lot of the high Geonosian population, so... It's possible they just sort of like, you know, migrated to other planets. Or like they were introduced to the ecosystem of their other planets, I suppose. Do I wanna, yeah, I wanna see where this goes. Jundland is laid out so confusingly. Though, Jundland at least feels more memorable to me and is more fun to navigate than freaking, Balmora. That Balmora stream really just put a dent in any of my positive memories about Balmora. I was like, wow, this planet is a lot more confusing than what I remember. And a lot less fun. That's the sound they make when they die. A sandy planet with sand on it? Man, you must be crazy. Aw, guys, you know what we should stream here sometime? Star Wars Galaxies. Either the Legends emulator or just the EMU. And you know what we should do? We gotta roll a bounty hunter. And we gotta make him be the Mandalorian. And just have a stream where I'm just playing Mandalorian music and I'm literally just walking through the desert and doing nothing else except walking around. That sounds like a good time, IMO. Nope, thanks. Okay, fine. I like how they push me in my speed. Okay. Alright. Let's dance.
Lost you there.
Ah! wee woo, wee woo. Spaghetti Western vibe. Yeah, man, it's so good. Calls my cowboy genetics. Yeah, dude, yeah. For years, that was like my, I was like, man, when Disney announced that they were going to be doing Star Wars films and they announced they're going to be doing spin-off movies as well, I was like, I have one wish. I would like a Star Wars Western, and they made it. It was surprisingly, I'd say, in the grand scheme of how long Disney is probably going to have control of Star Wars and be making things Star Wars related, one of the first things they did. So, hallelujah. Oh my god, I love brands. I love giant corporation Disney. Thank you for making me happy. Let me consume. The Wound, aka 2020. If I get knocked off my speeder one more damn time, they're gonna catch these paws. You hear me? Yes, Giant Corporation, thanks for making me happy and distracting me from the misass problems you've caused, destroying the very foundation of American society. Thank you, Corporation. Thank you, Corporation, for making it easier to live through the problems that you've inadvertently placed on society. If it weren't for the media you've allowed me to consume, I'd be way more emotionally affected by your problems. But thankfully, due to the products you put out as a result of your destructive policies and how you conduct yourselves, I'm better. It's just a cycle, bro. Just a cycle. Oh man. Okay, oh man, I don't like how this was laid out. I guess we'll go north. And then, you know what? We'll go north, and then I'll go to freaking... I'll go to the Dune Sea, I think. And then, I'll quick travel back to Mos Annick, and then get the last 2 points. A little weird, I know, but I'm just trying to save distance. Actually... It might be better if we just go to Mos Annick after we get this and just scoot through to the Dune Sea there. We live in a broken society. We do. I read an article before I started streaming about a clock. It's an artistic project installed on the side of a building in New York City. It's a countdown clock, like a giant countdown clock on the side of a building, and it's supposed to count down the time remaining until irreversible climate damage has been done to Earth. And, yeah, it was like... And I think it was set to, like, 7 years. It was, like, 7 or 9 years, and it had the hours and the minutes and the seconds. And, yeah, it definitely is thought-provoking. Because it's like... We're fucked. Like, wow. The future of Earth is gonna look a lot like Mad Max, I'm thinking. I'm just being dead serious. Like, dead serious, I have to say. And I say that not with a smile of enthusiasm, but a smile disguising pain and anxiety. I'm getting ready now for my gas guzzling, is what I'm saying. Mos Annick. Oh, I can go down here. Actually, no, let's go to Mossanic because we can... I need to get the point below Mossanic.
Thought I'd lost you there.
Thought I'd lost you there. Thanks, Steve Bloom. Appreciate you, brother. Your end. Thank you. Everyone's got the Steamworks flare. It's funny. Oh, yeah, they got me the enhancers. Oh, yeah, I understand. I'm not reading the whole note. We stay neutral, so you don't have to. It's like, man, we create our own demons. What? What movie or game is that from? We create our own demons. I feel like it's a Marvel movie, or it might be Spider-Man. Like the game. You know what? Or it might be Daredevil, the show. We create our own demons. I don't know. It's also referenced in a lot of things.
At your service, my lord.
All I'm saying, Cruz, is if a portal opens up to hell and an invasion begins, I'm not complaining. I just hope Doom Guy is somewhere around, you know. Oh, Iron Man 3. Yes. We create our own demons. Robert Downey Jr. warned us, man. I think I see the beacon I'm supposed to scan now, but let me just make sure. Let me make sure. Yeah, I had the right idea. And then as well, on every planet, there's actually hidden reconnaissance drones to find. Which sounds like a really cool, like, bucket list thing that I could do. Just a bucket list? Let me clarify that statement. Sounds like a cool SWTOR bucket list. Yeah, there we go. Thing I could do if I'm like, hey, let me scrap every last inch of content in this game. Let me get that. Use quote from Massive Corporation movie. Go away. Go away, Cruz. Go away. Stop. No, it's right. It's true. There's a little bit of artistry in there. There's a little bit of artistry in there. Just a little bit, though. I know you're joking, though. BRB. Okay. I just want a future where I can be happy. You know, I used to tell myself, like, if I'm not making movies in my future, then I don't want to live. And I didn't mean that in like a almost like a depressive way.
Okay.
I just meant that in a sense of I know what my purpose is and I know what I want to do. But I'm honestly at a point now in my life where I go, you know what? If I can't do that, that's okay. I would just like to be happy. That's all. And I would like to make things for other people as well, like entertain them, like make art that means something to people. So that would be real nice, you know. So that is how I'm gonna hopefully. That's the underlying goal that's gonna get me through. Hopefully the rest of my life. Moon Collars Bantha. Ah, yes. You want, what's the drug in Elder Scrolls that the Khajiit are just, like, obsessed with? I don't want to go into Outlaw's Den. Hang on. Yes. Khajiit, sells, moonshine. It's not moonshine. Oh, man. That's what we have in the real life. Is this the real life? Am I working my way into a dead end here? I definitely am. Do I have to go to the Outlaw's Den? Why is there a wall here? Whose idea was this? Who put a wall here? Hang on. I might have to go through the Outlaw's Den, but then maybe I can come back out of it. Let me see. It would be nice if I could, you know. Alright, we're going through the Outlaw's Den, I guess. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's right, your Seeker Droid can pick up things in this area. It's funny, there's just random areas in the game where your Seeker Droid can just find stuff. You know what, for shits and giggles, let's just do it here. Let's see what we get. What if I get something right away? No. I say that not because of the joke, just because I actually want to find something right away. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, wait, we're still in the map. Okay. I thought we'd be taken out of the area. Okay, good. Just do a little scan around here. And looking at the bright skies today, we see whole jack nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, there's an encrypted multiphasic data relay, and it's been
this is actually
scanned.
kind of fun. I could get used to tearing down the Shroud's network.
Awaiting your mission coordinates.
Got enough here to put you into the next lieutenant's neighborhood, but you still gotta triangulate the doorstep yourself. Coordinates updated.
What planet? Quesh. Okay, we're going to Quesh then, in our future. A blaster? Really? Come on, man. Look at all this random gear I'm getting. Yeah, let me put this on my Sith Inquisitor. This is a totally apt look. Okay, so now we just gotta saunter on into the Dune Sea here. It's at the top of the Dune Sea. Can I put myself close to that? Oh, I cannot. It'd be quicker if I just kept going this way. So that's what I will do. Let's saunter down into the Dune Sea here. Yes. The foam pit of sands. Oh. It'd be funny if there was an Easter egg to Return of the Jedi in the Dune Sea, even though Return of the Jedi hasn't happened yet. Like, what if we saw a sail barge just kind of submerged in the sand somewhere in the Dune Sea? Heck, that probably already exists. But yeah, it'd be kind of funny. It's like a pre-Easter egg. It's like, hey, what we're watching here hasn't happened yet. It's like a Star Wars Tenet moment. Why is this here? It hasn't happened yet. I need to see Tenet. I was going to see it last week and the week before that, but it just didn't line up. I might see it this week, though. It's possible. Shifting path. I might explore all the Dune Sea. Oh shit, guys, we're about to drive through the swoop bike area that is up now. Yeah, actually, we're about to drive right into the course. Yeah, here we are. We're on the course. Look at this. This is right next to the Dread Seat area. That's kind of funny. Alright, yeah, I'm totally cutting corners here on the course. This is funny. It's funny just seeing this here in the middle of the Dune Sea when it's usually just pretty empty. Don't snipe me. Come on, man. Can I yank people? No, I can't. Would be nice if it could, though. Where's my companion? What's that nonsense? Man, he really tore me up. I really need to upgrade Zalder here. Oh, look at that! Floating barge! Would you look at that? It's a floating barge! Looks like a giant fish in the sky. Oh, man. To be on the floating barge. Can we actually see anything on the barge? Hang on. Where's my... Oh, you know what? It might be in mission items. It is. Let me drag that down here for safekeeping. Damn it. Can't scan it. Wait, right here? Really? The wreck of the Star Dream? Isn't there like a course there and stuff? I guess not. I guess that don't matter. How do I get over there? Oh, you know, there's like probably a little tunnel I have to get into somehow. I kind of remember this. Shout out to the overly sized skeleton there at the entrance. The Alcove of Ruin. A.K.A. the name of my man cave. Oh my lord. Dread-seated sand demon. I would like to avoid that. He looks spooky. He said first day of fall, time to get real spooky. Back with a protein shake and low-fat popcorn. Feels good. We're chilling in the dread-seated area of Tatooine here. Alright, where am I going next? Oh my goodness, dread-seated hisses? Are hisses even normal enemies in this game? I thought they were only in, like, Star Wars Galaxies. I'll have to go over there and fight them. Damn it. Where am I going? Okay. They're really just leading me on here. Kagot. Oh, you know what? He's looking for pieces of the dread gear, I think. He's got the mask already, it looks like. Nope, nothing. Okay, we're gonna get to it eventually here. Okay. They really just like leading you on. Yeah, he's scanning. Aw, dude, he's gonna fight that thing. I want to see this guy fight it. No, he's not gonna fight it. Damn, disappointing. Okay. Man, they're really leading us on here. We kind of stopped. We started searching very shortly into the zone, but this area is actually really big, so. Oh, he's over there now. Okay. Dude, can it just be, like, point in one consistent direction instead of, like, go here, then here, then here, then here, then here? I feel like I'm following an X marks the spot map with zigzags and patterns. Spot the shadow of my drone there. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, it's just we're getting led on. POV, you're talking to a girl, and she only kind of seems interested in you, but you can tell she isn't, kind of. Actually, you're not sure. POV, you're a simp. Best shorthand way of explaining that. Come on, man. Please let this be it. This guy's just retracing my footsteps now. Watch it not be the Dread Seed, but just be something random. Wouldn't that be funny? Hey, there we go. Yay! Crew started lifting weights again. Let's go, dude!
You found a
nice.
Excellent. Fascinating little machines, aren't they?
What made you want to pick it back up? But is there anything else here of value? I kind of want to fight the dread-seated sand demon, just for the heck of it. But I know, so you know, let's do it.
Miss me, huh?
Yeah, dude. Okay, here we go. We're fighting him, man. Time to get absolutely pwned. Oh, he's putting the DOTs on me. But it's okay, because Andronkonos is keeping up. Haha, not really. He's struggling to keep up. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pop the cooldowns to fight this boy. He's eating me alive. Goodness gracious. Like, owie. I mean, Andronkonos might be able to kind of keep me alive, but it's not gonna be at half. I mean, it's not gonna be at full health. He's gonna struggle. So are we. Is there anything I can put on him? Not really. I'm trying to think of what effects we can use here or take advantage of, but a lot of it's just stealth focused. You lose weight lifting with Z and DTC. Well, good, man. Proud of you. That's good. Oh, shit. We got some help. Let's go. I just kind of wanted to kill them for the fun of it. But now that we got help, I'm down. That did not interrupt him as I hoped it would. Dude, why is he doing this? Oh, now he's taking the aggro. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh, his lightsaber sounds cool. Oh, he's got a Kylo Ren lightsaber. Look at him. Oh, man. And it's a cool color, too. It's like an orangish red. That's pretty sick. Oh. Pwned, bro. Pwned. And I got shit loot for it. Oh, actually, the heavy staff. Is the heavy staff better than our lightsaber? Are we actually going to use it? We're not going to use it. I can't believe it's suggesting that I use it. Where did the guy go? Where'd he go? Oh, he went over there. He's just killing everything now. I didn't actually need to kill him. But I wanted to. Okay, I think we're done here. I already got the part on Tatooine, didn't I? Yeah, we were here already. Okay, so I don't need to be here any longer. Quesh? Quesh. Let's go to Quesh. Show me the Carfax. Show me the Queshfax. Ah, yes, Quesh. The afterthought of SWTOR. Yes, Quesh, a perfectly sized planet. Okay. Might have to take a break here in a few minutes to tweet out. I just realized today is The Last of Us Day. Because in The Last of Us universe, September 22nd is the day of The Last of Us outbreak. And it's normally called Outbreak Day, but because of COVID, they changed it to Last of Us Day. Fine by me. But I want to hop on the hashtag to promote my Last of Us video on Artor, so I'm going to have to do that. Because the day's almost over. And I should have done it a lot earlier in the day. I should have done it when I got home from work, but I was like, I'll do it in a few minutes, and then took a nap. Whee!
You okay?
Yeah, let me do it now. Actually. Let me open up a tab of Twitter here. Now, let me be clear here. Is it Last of Us Day, or... known as the Last of Us Day. Okay. Okay. Today was, the Last of Us, Day. A celebration of... How do I word this tweet, guys? Be my PR managers here. A celebration of, 2 amazing games. And the world... and the characters... 2 amazing games and... 2 amazing games and... several... amazing characters. Last month I made... Last month I actually... Or wait, was it last month or was it earlier this month? It was last month. Last month I made a video exploring... what's a good way to word this tweet? That supports isn't bad, 1 million hours long. That's actually a good point. 2 amazing games and several amazing characters. Last month I made a video exploring what exploring The Last of Us Part 2. I want to take what's left of today to share a very special and personal video I made last month about Last of Us Part 2. If you haven't seen it and you've played the game, if you haven't seen it, please give it a watch. Heart. I need another heart in here to complete the tweet. Sorry guys, this is speed tweeting here. This is how we do things. Okay. And what we'll do here is actually, oh, I don't know if I can get away with this, but we'll see. Oh, that took a hot second. Do I have this? SWTOR? No, it's on my it's on my external hard drive. Come on, open the external hard drive. I need to open it. Okay, there we go. Where is it? Thumbnails? Oh yeah, it's in here. Okay, now I just need to link the said video. Don't go anywhere, folks. The SWTOR action will continue in just a second. I just need to link this video here, which is probably going to exceed the character. Oh yeah, -21. Maybe if I attach it to the end of this. No, that doesn't help. I want to take what's left of today to share a special and to share a special video last month about, if you haven't seen it, please. Trying to shorten the character limit here, it sucks. Please check it out. Fuck, okay, only need to get rid of, like, okay, 7 more characters. Okay, now 6 of I wanna, okay, here we go. I can trim this down to I wanna take, guys, this is like submitting an essay. It's just a tweet. The best SWTOR plan, most because I remember for how short it is. That's the thing about Quesh, is it doesn't overstay its welcome. You know, like it's you're here and then you're gone. You know? And there is a planetary storyline here. There's a few missions for it. It is pretty memorable because it doesn't really waste time. Like, it knows that it only has a limited amount of time to tell its story, and it uses it. It's a really nice palate cleanser to have in, like, the middle of what will probably be, I mean, 2 giant planets. You have Terrace or Balmora, and then you have Hoth, which is huge. Voss is that palate cleanser in Act 3, Chapter 3 of the game, though. I guess. Okay, here we go. A very special, personal. There we go. If you haven't seen it, please heck it out. Let me put the C here. Okay, there we go. I've used up the character limit. 2 amazing games from me. I want to take what's up today, share a special personal you made last month. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, we hopped on the hashtag there. Okay, alright guys, sorry for that. Back to the game. I just wanted to make sure that I did that before the day was over. Scratch the surface. This is for the Shroud, right? Oh, there actually is no quick travel points. There probably is, I just never unlocked them. Just because there's definitely speeder points. Also, do I have... What's going on here? Do I have combat proficiency things here? Do we unlock something? 64 increases the critical strike damage dealt by discharge of ball lightning. Do I have any abilities? No, I do not. Nah, hang on. We can go to the... I can taxi on over to someplace. Man on a bantha. It does not look right for banthas to be speeding as they do in this game. I just remember in Clone Wars Adventures, banthas being extremely slow. They were slow, right? I'm not misremembering that.
Destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
And while we're speeding away, again, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so... Do I have... No, that's not it. I used to have a covering for the webcam when I would go AFK, but yeah. I'll be right back.
But I'd lost you there.
Okay, we're back. Hey, everybody! It's your good pal, SWTOR here. Qua had banthas? Yes, it did. I remember because they cost 1 million credits. Because that was the highest amount of credits you ever had to pay for anything in that game. Kind of a big deal. Kind of like, hey, if you could afford this, you're in an exclusive club. Yeah, no. That was a thing. And I'm pretty sure I have old videos showing them off too, so... If it was in the game, I have a video of it. I'm pretty sure. Poison water mining operation. The biggest problem with Quesh, though, if we're being serious here, if we're just being honest, is that it is kind of Hutta 2.0. And maybe that's unfair to Quesh or unfair to Hutta or whichever planet you prefer, but like one of these planets, I mean, both of these planets could just be one planet, you know. One's like, they're both hut planets, they're both backwater planets with swamps and slugs and frog dogs and, you know, slimy ass stuff like that, but they're basically very similar planets. One is more focused on mining. One has more refugee camps and a higher outlaw population, but they're pretty similar. Mandalorian Rising Squad, but gotta move on. Yeah, man. I've said this before, and so, but I will always reiterate that, Rao Lenny, Awesome Guy, is the best SWTOR player. Just kidding. Just had to read out Awesome Guy there. I love people's legacy names. The only thing I think I really, really miss... There's two things I miss. I miss housing. Housing was amazing. Just... I love the variety of locations you could build houses on, all the lots. Especially towards the end of the game, they got really crazy with the lots they added, and were like, let's just give the players tons and tons and tons of space. Like, so much space, the possibilities will be endless. At that point, though, I think very few players, like, were, like, actually utilizing all the space. It almost became too much. But it was cool, and with enough years and time, people could probably build some really amazing stuff on a Tatooine lot. For say, someone could build like a whole platform and probably build the Falcon. Housing was terrific, and I love the ambient music that was playing during it too. That's one whole thing there. The second thing I really miss is just, and it's not something about the game so much as it was, I miss the days when my life was a lot easier and simpler.
But I'd lost you there.
A lot less stressful, and I could just come home and play the game. And that is the other thing I miss. Only one of those things could be absolved. Only one of those problems, one of those things can be restored by an emulator for the game, and it's very far in the pipeline for the actual game emulator, to my understanding. So I have like basically almost little to no interest in the emulator because of that. But the the other thing though, just about that time, I know I could never get back. So it is what it is. So for me, it's just like, yeah, man, it's whatever. It's kind of gone. One of the plans is based on the oppressing the native population. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing the difference here. It's kind of like the meme with Tobey Maguire taking off the glasses. He holds up to his face, it's Hutta. When he takes it off, it's Quesh. Yeah. I don't know, man. I like the planet. I like Quesh. I think I like Quesh more than Hutta. Just because by this point in the game, you're not used to getting Hutta-sized planets. And Hutta, you didn't have a mount. You kind of had to walk everywhere. So this is definitely a lifesaver, being here with a mount. And it's like, oh, this is the optimal big boy experience. I think a few of my viewers tuned out when I was talking about CWA. That's funny. Times were simpler back then. Yeah.
You okay?
I get comments, not to toot my cock or anything, but I mean my chicken. But I get comments every day, just about every day on a Clone Wars video still on my channel, because I get comment notifications. And I still get comments almost every day on one of my Clone Wars videos. Usually it's one of like my bigger ones, like the Clone Wars Adventures last 10 minutes. Which is a video I'm proud to have this I will toot my cock on. That's the sound my chicken makes when it's being tooted. Tooted. By tooted, I mean I'm patting it on the head and it's making a sound. And by patting it, I mean I'm literally like, you know, just so we're clear. Because I remember when Galaxies shut down, it was like, I remember the infamous video, Star Wars Galaxies, last 9 minutes. And I was like, when Clone Wars Adventures was canceled, my first thought was, I'm going to make that video, but with Clone Wars. And okay, it wasn't my first thought. I'm sorry. That sounds really shitty. It is shitty. But yeah. Anyway. Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm terrible. Oh, I remember how to get into this environment. I noticed that Korriban is way smaller than Tython. Yeah, what the heck? Like, Korriban is like basically like a... It's like being at a... Korriban's a dinner table. It's arranged like a dinner table, and Tython is like a sprawling Elder Scrolls game. In comparison. Okay, that makes it seem way more dramatic than it actually is. But one of those games actually... Sorry, one of those environments feels more well-rounded than the other. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. I remember doing this on my mercenary, funny enough, and being kind of confused at how to get here, and then you kind of just have to wander around until you find a column. Ah, yes, I think I have to elevate myself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're doing the true SWTOR parkour here. I'm trying to figure out where I have to start parkouring at. I don't remember very well. Man, I wish you could... Hang on. This does not help because the map is inherently blurry. Okay, so there's lots of rocks. Maybe what we need to do is just go to the bottom of, like, the rock pile here, like, right here. Oh, now I have the trouble of trying to get down from the giant position I put myself in. Okay. Yes, so I need to just reach the tip of the stone, the stones. Emma Stone. Okay. I don't know where this starts, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we're about to hit the tip here. We're about to hit the tip, guys. We're hitting the tip. I got all 5 fingers extended. I'm ready to do it. Okay, this is the tip. It's beautiful, ain't it? Let's go up the hill a little bit. We're gonna do a drag here. Look at that. Did you see that totally convincing drag, guys? I only know who voice actors, actresses are because you mentioned them. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe it's a less common thing than I thought than to just randomly know the names of actors and actresses. I don't know. Probably helps that I'm like a film guy and I look out for that stuff, but yeah. I seem cultured when I reference stuff like that. That's why I do it. It's entirely about self-image. Dude, this is confusing the heck out of me. You know what? I feel like... Okay. I feel like over here is where we have to be. So somehow I gotta figure out how to get over there. So maybe I just gotta keep following this wall down until we find a way to get up. This is truly a puzzle. It's gotta be a little more intuitive than that, though. Like, surely it'll be like, here's where you get on. Yeah, no, it wouldn't extend that far back. It has to be it has to be a lot closer. That is a tall tree. Wow, let's appreciate this tree for a second, guys, actually. Hang on. We're gonna appreciate this tree so hard that I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of it. Hang on, let me get in position. Let me get in position. And... Hang on. F12, there we go. Okay, we've appreciated the tree. There we go. Okay, let's circle back. Figure out how to get on this thing. Oh, I was about to say, how much is speeder piloting 5? But I just remembered it's like... It's a lot of credits. Okay, so this wall doesn't really concern us, I don't think. It's this wall here that matters. I gotta really look close to see where I can hop on something. Because... Unless there's like a little bridge or a catwalk between the... doesn't seem like it. Okay, let's just go all the way back here. Back toward this beam here. I have a feeling this beam is relevant to us. Let's see. Let's test the theory. I don't know. We might not be able to make the jump at the top. Maybe this one? If not, I'm not sure. Come on. No! Ah. Okay. Oops. Fiddlesticks. I don't know how to get up there. I just don't. Oh, fiddlesticks. Maybe if I go up this hill here? Go up the rocks. This works in Uncharted. Go up the rocks. Nope. Man, I don't remember it taking me this long. What I should actually do here is look up my videos on this and be like, ah, that's what I did. Okay. Oh? Oh. No, this is nothing new. We were back here already. Yeah, that doesn't concern us. This does not concern us. Who actually walks into this phase? Does it have any indicator? It does not. I wonder if that's how we... Oh, you must be the appropriate faction enter. That's Republic. Okay. Good to know. Maybe the key here is to use the macro binoculars. We've already scanned that. Funny enough. Okay, fellas, I'm gonna quit. Let's go on a YouTube adventure here through my old... Let's see if any of my videos pop up when I put GSI guide. They do. Scouring Terrace. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the old SWTOR intro. Is this just Terrace? This is only Terrace. Okay, so we already did that. So after that would be Tatooine, right? Tatooine and Quesh. Alderaan Secrets. That's number 12. Messages of Tatooine. Failing at the grid. Published 2 days ago by the Goldman. Oh man, are you ready? Are you ready, Cruz? Are you smelling what the Rock is cooking? Because I just found... Hang on. I need to do this. You guys might be tripping out here for a second, but let me go to display capture. Uh-oh, we're looking into the great abyss. Don't look back, guys. Don't look back. Okay, there we go. Okay, why Ray is not a Mary Sue? 2.5 hours. Let's go. YouTube video essays are still broken. Okay. SWTOR, GSI, Quesh. Will my video pop up? Toiling in a sewer. I should probably change the title of these videos to get more views. Okay, let's see here. Aha! Hang on. Oh man, Kinshro, my old...
On Quesh, and that's how...
Oh god, my old commentary. Turn that shit down. This was 6 years ago, guys. Wait, where am I?
I'm really interested in some of the geography, geology. I don't know what word you would use. My brain's a little fried. I'm recording.
When I act the same 6 years ago as I do now. Oh man. Oh god.
Somewhat after I woke up. Somewhat, I stress.
I took a nap earlier as well. Okay, hang on. I need to backpedal here.
Notice it, usually.
Okay, so...
Yet it is a sewer, so... Huh.
Wait, are we on that step?
Let's look for...
Let me see. Infiltrate? Yeah, we are on that step, so...
Every possible avenue.
Man, 2014 Parks was actually a lot smarter
there, I think, about...
than current age parks. Okay, let me look on the map here. Okay, so I'm actually not far from where that is now. And I'm kind of finagling around. Here, I'm impatient. I need to put this at 2 times speed. Hang on. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, now we're blazing. Wait. What? Oh, I just made it look super easy, guys. Huh? Why did I cut ahead? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Haha. Alright. Back to what we were doing then. That's funny. Looking up old videos yourself to figure out what you're supposed to do. Your voice sounds so different, but you pretty much talk the same. Yeah, funny enough, I think my voice got slightly higher pitched. Yeah, I talked down here a lot when I was younger. I don't know. I also have gotten rid of... I've gotten rid of more of my PA accent. since then too, which is just I'm fine with. I don't like the way PA people talk, pretty much, personally. If you need 2.5 hours to explain why a character is a Mary Sue, then I don't know, dude. Maybe that character is a Mary Sue. Good point. Look how easily I just found it. Wait, never mind. You know what? I think I just missed something. I think I just made the same mistake that 2014 me just made. Okay, let's redo that. Before your brain was literally fried. Yeah, guys, you open up the tank up here, a la Planet of the Apes. You can just start taking bites in my brain like it's a giant chicken tender. I'm just saying. Okay. Here we go! Why did I skip this? How did I skip this before? I guess I just was too anxious. There we go. Haha. Little did 2014 SWTOR know he would be helping 2020 SWTOR one day. You guys ever think about that? You ever do something in real life or leave a place or go to a place or do something like that and you think to yourself, like, I wonder if I will ever come here in the future and under what circumstance will I come here, you know? Do you ever just like try to peer through time? It's a fun thing. Can I shoot this? Andromedus, you go first. Dude, do it. Do it. Wander into it. Do it. Okay, he doesn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. That's okay. I'll do it. What do I do here, actually? Oh, hang on. Can I blast that? Okay, so we vent it there. But that creates a new problem then. Can I vent it back here? No, because clicking that vented that. So how do I... Oh, there's gotta be something else I can shoot then, right? Trying to learn Spanish. I bet 2025 me will appreciate that 2020 me spent 30 minutes of this day typing Yo quiero más pan in Duolingo. 2025 me will be like, man, why did I spend so much time streaming in 2020? Oh, it's okay. Oops, it wasn't. I'm really trying to get Andromedus Revel here to just run into the thing again. I derive probably an uncomfortable, no, not the word I'm looking for. I derive a disturbing, yes, amount of pleasure from seeing my companions die like gnats when they fly or run into a trap.
Anything?
Oh, hey there, dude. What's going on? Hey, man, that's how I feel too. I'm real hungry. It's okay, man. Just chill. Oh, maybe I can get him to attack that? Can I throw pheromones at it? Can I be like, hey, dude, go after that, bro. It looks good. Andromedus, got any, like, jerky in your back pocket there? Okay, now I have that. Can I, like, whip it over there? Oh, yeah. Throw the fruit. He's gonna let us through now. Mmm. Wires. Oh, don't want to run through that. Can I go long on the fruit over there, too? I might have to vent it, actually. Hang on, let me look around. These are cool quests. I love this genre of quests in this game where it's, like, puzzles. It's cool. And this was all Rise of the Hutt Cartel content as well. So, needless to say, this was a big update. And that's on top of the level cap raise, all the new end game gear they added. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Do me a solid again, starving sewer lurker, who, for some reason, is just completely ignoring all the fruit sitting around until I throw it at something. Oh, he can't get through there. I need to vent that. There we go. Now he will eat. You need... Verde is... tomorrow? Yesterday? I don't remember what camiseta is. I know I learned these words at one point, but I'm too stupid to remember what they are. Fun fact as well about when I made that video for SWTOR that we were just watching, I'm pretty sure I was taking Spanish at the time. January 2014? Yeah, if I was in freshman year, I would have been taking Spanish. I forgot to put una. I need a times 24. Generator. Alright, that's nice and easy. Locate the local transmission source. We lost the transmission, sir.
That's for shooting.
How's this for shooting? I feel bad, dude. We manipulated this thing and feeding us, and now we gotta kill it. Dog eat dog world, I guess. More like cat eat sewer lurker world. At least I think Camiseta's t-shirt. I need a green t-shirt. Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. I get a green. I was not paying attention. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Oh yeah, that killed me. That was good stuff there. How do you outrun that? My dude is standing up and still getting shocked. Look at this. And I'm like groaning in pain every time. Dude, I am dead. Oh, 809 meters away. How far is that gonna put us? Medical terminal? Okay, that's not too bad, I guess.
Stand by for examination and suggest.
Just gonna try not to run into anything like a dummy head. Easier said than done.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
You're fit for duty. Return to your post. The stream should really be called Sith Kitty Solves the Great Mysteries of the Universe. Because I feel like most of the time playing these streams, we've spent a lot of time doing like puzzle content. And not a lot of time doing like PvP or group content or anything like that. It's all just puzzle stuff, basically. Even the stream when we're on Ilum, we were like, how can we do this whole thing by staying invisible? That was the game we played. Okay. There has got to be something I shoot. But let's take a look first, just to be safe. Oh, yes. Power conduit access panel. Cables and circuitry for the facility's non-circ critical subsystems. Electrically active, but unconnected to nearby electrostatic defense array. What about this one? Same thing, and it's also unconnected. Well, then how does that affect us then? What if I shoot it? Oh, I have to get in range for that. That's scary. Oh, I see. It's missing certain... Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I'll be okay. Oh, I'm ready for Andronkonos to get... Bye, Andronkonos. Bye-bye. Oh, he didn't die. Surprising. Hang on, I can shoot the other one now, right? Okay, now I gotta dash to that. You need agua. You need more water? Okay. I understood that. Nice. So if we need to run back, we won't struggle too much. IR-15, Mobile Security Platform. AKA, that's what I call my phone every time I open it up. I go, guys, I'm just gonna, give me a second. I need to check my IR-15 mobile security platform. Oh!
Give me your best shot.
Give me your money. Powering droids. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, who we got? 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 I'll shock him. 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 Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Thank you. Thank you. Mini droid fight there. Draconos, grab that scrap. Yeah, he grabbed that scrap alright. I think he did. It didn't say he picked it up. It just sort of disappeared, though. That might be the reason it didn't. Ah, more beams. Hang on, there's a room here, so this has got to be important to us somehow. Interesting ship he's got going on. Got some drink on the table. The #1 problem with video games, if you ask me, is that environments that look cozy never feel cozy. Maybe not never, but they rarely feel cozy. Like, you know the feeling when you go to, like, the furniture store and you get to, like, you just sit in every single couch and you're like, ah, ah. Rarely in a video game, when I'm in, like, say, like, I'm playing Red Dead 2 and I'm in, like, a little nice, like manor, and I can just sit in the living room and sit on a couch, because you can sit in chairs in that game. Rarely am I given the same feeling of comfort. Whereas I can feel joy from seeing cool things happen, from hearing good music in a game, from just seeing characters or react, you know, in very much the same way that I would in real life or watching a movie. But I never feel like comfortable. I never feel the coziness. So what I'm really suggesting is when you sit on a couch in a video game, your controller should actually should turn into like a hand warmer. That way you're like, ah. Terrible idea, terrible idea. We'll try it with the PS6. We'll try that next gen. Okay, I need to figure out what to do here. Let me get scanning. Ray shield and master laser grid controls. Large laser ray shield protects the entire device. Okay, so that is that. I probably need to get something and throw something at it, or I don't know. We'll find out. Let's run around. Might have to go back to the video to solve this. This is a little tricky here, actually. Draconos, run into the shield. And Draconos, run to the shield, dude. Come on. Just run in there, dude. Run in there. I'm not going to get any closer unless you do. Come on, dude. Get in there. Get in there. Just bop right into it. Dude, he's determined not to run into it. How dare he? Oh, you know what? Down here. Maybe? Oh. Oh, that gets him. Dude, you're getting angry at a freaking dance floor. Control yourself. Okay, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Just takes a little bit. Damn it, I'm dumb. Okay, that didn't really solve our problem. But let me go back under here, because I was probably supposed to go back under here. Yes, I was. There we go. That controls the one above us. Baby steps, everybody. I can't accelerate too quickly towards the fountain of all knowing. Beautiful. I don't really feel like fighting him. Oh, he's got drones. I was saying he's got stealth drones there. I saw that. Defeat Stang. Stang. I don't know why that seemed weird to me, but oh well. Let's defeat Stang, everyone's favorite Gamorrean. Oh, you know what I should be doing here? I don't think I have him on this character. I should pull out the Gamorrean bodyguard companion from the nightlife event over the summer, and have Gamorrean on Gamorrean action. Oh, he's got 2 axes. He's deadly. All right. Okay, cool. Accessing.
Nice. Never saw eye to eye with that one anyway. Okay, got your data packet. Invoices, more invoices. The Shroud recently bought himself a dreadnought? Right, like he's got a crew to man a ship that big. Data stamp confirms it's connected to the report on
He's got a lot of
Cosmo.
money.
Also gives us some more of the network to play with. New coordinates for you. We're getting there.
Where to next? Nice. Man, I don't know if we're going to complete the conquest this stream. We've been going so slow through this. Yeah. Corellian Hoth. Perfect. Okay. I think we're going to go to... I guess we'll go to Corellia next. Can I go from here? Yeah, let's go there. Morning, gents. Morning. It's evening here, but I imagine you're probably in either New Zealand or Australia or somewhere in that part of the world. If it's morning where you're at. Corellia. Ah, yes, the biggest of the big planets. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Oh, you're in the UK. Oh, even better. Huh. That's pretty late. But you know what? That's cool, dude. Well, it's not late. It's early. It's early. That's right. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Corellia is the messiest and laggiest of the planets. Is it really that laggy for you? I mean, okay, I shouldn't really talk at all because I have a really expensive gaming computer with a Ryzen 9. And before that I had a really good gaming computer too, so. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the magnified cursor. We don't need this anymore. But you know what? This plan is a mess. Like, the way it's laid out is just kind of gross. It's not great. Like, just blocks connected to random blocks. Like, I ran into a mob there. How did I do that? Wookiee worker. The rebelling man. Cool planet. Could have been a lot shorter and a lot better, probably. Keldon Cross, since you just tuned in, do you play Star Wars The Old Republic at all? Alright, I look around now. Returning player after 2 years. Oh, nice.
I'd lost you there.
Nice, right there, guys. Perfect, beautiful view there. Deception Sin still strong? I don't know. I wish I could tell you more about that. Actually, that's what I'm playing right now. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm playing right now. I mean, in certain areas of the game, the thing is right now in this character, I am very undergeared. But I could tell you that I'm able to solo a lot of content. So it's pretty strong. I feel really good with it. Like, the rotation's good, and they've only improved upon that, so, over the years, so. 28 tunes, wow. You might have more than me, funny enough. And I've been playing the game since launch. Though I have a tendency to... I should correct myself. I've been playing off and on since launch. I played a lot of the game when it came out. And back then, I really didn't... I spent most of my time on, like, a few characters. And then only in the last several years did I start making a lot of tunes and playing those tunes. But, as many of my regular viewers here are aware, I have not... I'm not a huge fan of leveling, and I don't actually have that many characters leveled. It's just something I'm not good with. Do I have to go through the tunnel there? Where does that lead? Island main entrance? Outer grounds. Really? That's like its own area? Can I quick travel there? Where am I, first off? Okay, can I quick travel there? Probably not. Coronet Cantina? I don't think so. Yeah, I probably have to backtrack a bit here. Yeah, my main is a Vanguard. Shield Specialist. And so that class I know, like, everything about. After that, my knowledge dips a little bit. Deception, I haven't done, like I said, I haven't done too much group content on this character. But I do, as I said, I do solo a lot of the content that I go through, so, and I've been pretty manageable. I just need better gear, and I could blow up moons, probably. Kinetic Energy Shadow, and I got it just because it has a ton of Earth attacks, and I names after an Earthbender from... Oh, you did? I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh, Legend of Korra, yeah. I like the earlier content, so got to 70 and stopped. PvP'd a few to 70. Yeah, I'm mostly in the same boat as you, Keldon. I played a lot of the game's earlier content. I mean, obviously playing since launch. I was so into that. You know, just sort of riding the... I probably played the most during 2.0 and 3.0. And then I kind of entered my, like, off phases with the game after Eternal Empire, or Fallen Empire, whatever it's called.
I lost you there.
Which is, I guess, 4.0. I was just really thrown for a loop with how much they changed, like, the companion system and the gearing system, and the whole game was a lot different. And Command XP too, which now is just Renown, I think. They've changed it to Renown. Where can I view that at? I think it's... Where do I view that at? I don't remember. There's a keybind for it. I'll remember it later. But yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can even open up Renown on this character, because I don't think... Oh, Renown Stash? Well, yeah, now it's literally the same as Command. It's just Renown now. But around... late 2018, I think. Thank you for the follow, dude. Around late 2018, I think I came back for Osis at the end of the year. And that led into Onslaught, which was the last expansion they did. Which brought it to level 75, and it's probably the shortest expansion they've done, but it's good. I think the way gearing works in the game now at endgame, I really like. So like when you do a group content, presumably like a flashpoint, a hard mode flashpoint,
Not your time yet.
or whatever it's called, veteran mode. Again, I call things hard mode because that's what they used to be called. The way gearing, you know, worked then was you grinded for comms, and then you spent that on the gear that you needed, for the most part. Now, is this what I'm looking for? Oh, it is. Nice. Now, basically, I mean, you get comms, but you don't really need them. You get tech fragments. Man, I'm such a klutz here. You get tech fragments. Oh, I'm maxed out on tech fragments. How long have I been mixed out on that? I need to spend those. You get tech fragments, and you can use those to sort of skip ahead in upgrades, but otherwise, you get all the gear you need from running flashpoints and operations and just endgame content. And the gear you get automatically matches your gear rating. And once in a while, as in like every few missions, I mean, and you will get a load of gear like per flashpoint or whatever. I can't mount here? Really? This is kind of lame.
Not your time yet.
You'll get gear from every, say, like, flashpoint, and then you can deconstruct a lot of it and use those points to get like more tech fragments and further renown, the same way command worked. But otherwise, you just keep running group content. It keeps giving you gear to up your gear rating, and you keep playing that until you're at max gear rating. So, and you don't have to fight for gear in a flashpoint anymore either. Every person who does it just gets their own gear. So, it's very self-oriented, but because of that, it makes endgame grinding so much quicker and easier, in my opinion. Played a bit when the game went free to play. I got bored by like level 20, would stop playing. Yeah, they really streamlined things in the last several years with the game. It's a lot easier to keep everyone's attention now. But yeah, long story short,
But I'd lost you there.
really have to been flashpoint. Sounds like I'll have to start. Oh, I think you can get the gear from PvP too. And that's the thing as well, is they've really carved out PvP to be its own part of the game. I only sort of dip my toes in PvP, so I can speak less about how they're handling things now. But as far as I know, I think they just started doing a new ranked season like a few weeks ago. That's still a very strong part of the game, I think. And better yet, the game is now on Steam. So there's actually a lot... That gave the game a huge injection of new players, and continues to be a good thing for the game, because obviously it's a free-to-play MMO now on the biggest PC platform. It just has way more access to a much larger audience. So there's a lot more people playing the game. A lot more noobs playing the game, which is really funny to me. I enjoy it. But yeah. What is Renown? Renown is like over leveling. So it's like once you hit max level, 75 right now at the moment, until they do the next expansion, it'll probably be 80. It is essentially like the content you do gets you like additional renown levels. The same way that XP levels you up, doing content in game gives you renown levels. And the more of them you get, every time you level up, you get like a gearbox with like loot for yourself and companion gifts and a bunch of things that could be useful to you. This sucks. Why not just stealth? But, yeah. It really applies mostly when you're doing endgame content. And command, it replaced command rank, which you should go up to only 300. Renown goes up to 999. And, it also takes way longer to get that. Not just because it goes higher, but because each individual level just takes longer than command XP ever did. It takes a long time. So... they really just made the infinite grind until the next update. Oh, this game should have been on Steam years ago. I completely agree. Why do I not stealth? You know what? Hang on, Drunkenness, we're going for a ride here. See everybody. Don't want to be here anymore. Zoom. Okay, we're out of that mess. In fact, I don't think I even need to... I never needed to sneak through there, but it's okay. Alright, let's go north. But yeah, right now on this character, I'm doing... I like to... There's a... I think that's a helicopter. I just flew in front of my... in the sky outside my house. Sorry, guys. I'm a squirrel. I get easily distracted. I like doing a lot of sort of like the secret game content on this character. So right now I'm doing like GSI missions, like the Shroud, like the Macro Binoculars and the Seeker Droid missions after Rise of the Cartel. So they're fun. They're like puzzle missions. It's cool. It's a good thing to do while I'm streaming and talking to everybody here. What else is new to the game in the last 2 years? Quite a few things, I guess. They've introduced a lot of new events, I think. They've at least introduced one big key event. Swoop bike racing. Oh yeah, they've also introduced a Dantooine event, like Dantooine from KOTOR. And, that's a whole event there. Yeah, there's quite a bit of new content in the game. And they're only going to continue. I think they're going to focus on a lot more events. I think their focus, at least in the immediate future, like until the end of the year and partially next year, is more events and more PvP. I think is what they're really honing in on the hardest. And then presumably next year's when the next expansion is coming out. So, in fact, I think it's soon the anniversary of last year's expansion. It does not feel like it. I leveled my trooper from 12 to 30 yesterday, so with X2 XP and boost was so easy. May have to try the Sin or maybe some new content with my DPS. Oh yeah, man. I mean, dude, I hate navigating on this planet. I'll just go through the tunnel up here and then go south, I guess. Double XP until October 15th, I believe. And if you subscribe, you can get Shay Vizsla as a companion. Cool bounty hunter lady from the SWTOR cinematic trailers. She's cool. Yeah, no, double XP is so nice.
Not your time yet.
Have you played a Jedi Guardian or a Sith Juggernaut by chance? Because for me, those are the most fun classes in the game right now. I think. Oh, Andronicus is still in passive. This is a big problem. Actually, you know what?
Okay?
Stay in passive. We're not fighting these guys. We're not fighting them. Okay. Do they do double XP events regularly? I will say more than they used to, which was they used to only do it like twice a year. Now it's, I mean, I guess they do it at least 4 to 5 times a year. So there will probably be another one at the end of the year. I feel like probably in December. We will see. I really took the long way, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. This is just purposely nestled in. 71 DPS and 65. Okay, never mind. I'm talking to someone who's familiar with both the classes very well already. Yeah, to me, those classes are just super fun. I mean, I am a Vanguard main to the end, just because my impression of SWTOR and my most fun memories of the game are on that character, tied to that character. But man, like, yeah, just recently in terms of classes I've played, super, super duper fun. You cannot go wrong with a Sith Inquisitor, though, especially a Sith Assassin. I have played the tank variant of this class. I believe it's, oh man, I forget what it's called. Let me open up combat efficiencies here. Darkness. I played Darkness and I've done Deception. I prefer Deception because I like being sneaky. But I did roll Darkness back in the day, and that was a lot of fun. The best tank in the game right now, I'm pretty sure, is also Guardian / Jug. And Vanguard / Power Tech might be the worst right now, I think. Which breaks my heart, but... kind of regret not making my Sith Warrior a Jug. You think so? I don't know. I mean, Marauder and Sentinel are also really fun. But I just... Jug and Guardian are just so immediately satisfying. Like, no activation cooldown for abilities. You just pounce on people and just dance around them, and it's great. That's my endorsement of that class. Axial Park, we got 2 things to look out for here. 65 DPS Vanguard, not trying tanking though. See, a DPS Vanguard is actually really good in PvP, to my understanding. When I do go into my PvP waves in this game, I spec DPS on Vanguard, and I shred, bro. It's That class is really fun in PvP. Classes that I've had the worst experience on in PvP and stuff, probably like the gunslinger sniper, which is funny because on Fridays I do a stream where I play a sniper and my friend plays a juggernaut. And for the last few streams we're doing a lot of PvP. You guys, my regular viewers know this. Squid Guns and Ihona. And yeah, I am so squishy. Like, I just get killed, and my abilities all my abilities are activation based, and just, it's not a great time. Okay, so we have a thing there, and we have a thing there. We have a thing there, and we have a thing there. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Dread Seed first, I think. It's just makes more geographical sense to go there first. You had a sentinel for my Jedi Knight. Oh, okay. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a little bit of variety, I guess, between the two classes. Once you get past the aesthetics, it's like, yeah, this is kind of the same gameplay experience. That can definitely, that would definitely wear you out a little bit, I imagine. Koronetsu, Koronetsu. I see both at Koronetsu, me and you. Alright, Andronkonos, it's time to heal me. Wake up, loser, you gotta heal me now.
Not your time yet.
Not your time yet. I had zero knowledge about shortening the travel time in this game. Yeah. Yeah. Once you learn that, you're like, oh shit, there's so... Oh, I forgot about this guy. Oh, I forgot this guy existed. Oh boy, he's a big fella. That's the world boss right there, guys. That's the Corellia world boss. How close can I get to him? Kind of reminds me of Darth Sion a little bit. I mean, not the Rancor, just the Dreadseed effect. How it makes them look all like, you know, what's the word? Scaly, I guess. Okay, let's start scanning.
You okay?
I think I knew about quick travel pretty quickly on my trooper. But I can see nowadays the game kind of moves so fast that you don't really, it doesn't really give you time to check out those cool features, I suppose. So, Rocky? He's a nice rock. He's very rocky looking. Stony. Oh, that was quick. Dang. I didn't waste time here. Okay.
You caught that seed just in time. They're programmed to evade capture.
Bye, Lucky. See you next time. One day, fellas, one day. I don't think I've ever actually fought Lucky. I've killed most of the world bosses in this game. Actually, hang on. I should check my records about that. I may have killed all of them except for Lucky. But I should probably check. While we're going to our objective. Do you have to check each planet individually for that? Location, companions, legacy, dailies, space, fallen empire, eternal throne, feats of strength, uprisings, spoils of war, legacy, companions, location. Zeost, I don't think I've actually ever killed. Aegis Squadron? I don't think I've killed them. No, that's not the boss, is it? Defeat 50 monoliths on Zeost. Actually, isn't the monolith the, no, it's not. 2 out of 50? Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually fought the Zeost world boss. I know there's one there. I've done the Voss one, Nightmare Pilgrim, like a few times. He's fun. Typhon doesn't have a world boss, or does it? I don't remember. Yeah, we've done the one at Tatooine. Okay, you know what? There's actually a couple world bosses I don't think I've done. Especially on the newer planets. This game has a lot of planets. Can we just say that? Like, out the gate. This game has so many planets now. Escaped Bogwing. How? How could they have escaped? Flashback to that video of the, like the, what is it? It's like a dude, giving a news report in front of a cage. And there's a rhino on the other side of the cage. And he goes, if you see here, this pet rhino will be unable to escape because of the bars here. And then it just sort of walks out the side, and he's like, oh my god, and the video cuts off there. You guys have seen it. To any new viewers tuning in, if this is your first time watching, please consider following. I stream SWTOR every Tuesday and Friday at 8 o'clock, between like the hours of 8 and 12. Every night. That's Eastern Standard Time. And then throughout the rest of the week, I stream a variety of other games. This week, we're actually streaming a playthrough for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So if you are also in tandem with playing SWTOR, a Star Wars fan, then you should definitely follow, because this is a Star Wars week for sure on this channel. And we're gonna be playing Star Wars Squadrons when it comes out. I also play games with my friends like Among Us and Fall Guys, and we play a lot of new releases as well. I'll be playing Cyberpunk 2077 when that comes out. So if it's your first time tuning in, please follow. If not, please enjoy. And if you have been following for a while, or you're enjoying your time here tonight, please consider subscribing. It really goes a long way in supporting not just me playing games and sharing me playing the games with you guys, but also supporting the production quality we put into these streams and the new features and benefits we give for emotes and stuff. And if none of that either, please consider joining our public Discord. It's just below the stream in a little big box that says Discord. You click it, you'll get an invite to our server. It's a pretty radical place. So yeah, that's my spiel. Aha, at the very top of the building. Okay, is that it? Now we go to governmental districts. Man, this quest takes so long. It wouldn't take so long if Corellia wasn't so damn big. I really hope Hoth goes quicker than this. Like, this quest arc can take a long damn time. Which is amazing, because I think leveling up right now is so much quicker, and then you get to this content, and it's like, really only spend time on it if you absolutely want to, otherwise just don't. You know, like, it takes so much time. Darth Decimus wants an update. POV, your boss is Darth Decimus. 2 more zones, right? Yeah, 2 more zones. I just gotta go north. Okay, a bit of travel to go yet, everyone. Sorry, Cruz, you put Rocky in there in chat earlier to describe how Lucky looked, and I sort of, every time I glance over it, I just see the poster for Rocky in my head, you know, just the, you know. Sylvester Stallone, you know. Sylvester Stallone, or is it Sylvester? It has to be Sylvester. What a bizarre first name. Sylvester. Like, young Sylvester Stallone's in school, and they're like, and like he making friends with, like, he's like, hey, I'm Jerry. What's your name? Hey, I'm Sylvester. I imagine that's what he sounded like as a kid. It's probably what he sounded like as a kid. So. Okay. Bandit. What is general chat talking about? I wish I knew. You know them Italians. Oh, let's not generalize here. Okay, we can generalize a little bit, but only a little bit. Please don't knock me off my speeder. That was a really cool thing about living in Philly for a year, because, you know, for those of you who are aware or don't know, my first year of college, I went to Temple University, which is in Philadelphia. Was just like, man, I'm in like a place that's immortalized in a really just immortal film, basically. And it's just, I don't know, that's the type of thing that I just find to be pretty surreal and really cool. You know, because it's just like I had never lived there before, and it's just funny, you know, your impression of a city being tied not so much to what you've heard about it or what you've seen of it, like in person or from friends or from photos, but like a movie, like a fictional story that takes place in that city. That being your impression. Though, to be fair as well, that is probably the majority of the world's impression of New York City is based off of films. So. But yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. Getting knocked off my speeders constantly is why I'm xenophobic. Yeah, dude, Listen, all I'm saying is human enemies never knock me off my speeder. Just saying. That's a lie. They do. Classic film, sort of. Oh, absolutely. I mean, at least the first film is. After that, I would say maybe Rocky 2. But after that, I would be like, not really classic. But Rocky 1, absolutely. There's actually a statue. I was upset I could never see it, but there's a statue of Rocky Balboa in Philadelphia somewhere. At some garden area thing. I totally sound like someone who used to live there and knows a lot about it, but no. I was kind of upset I never got to see it. Cool how Marvel immortalized green sheets. Get out of here, man. Oh. Okay, we're taking a long way around here, but it was just to get XP for covering part of the map. Isn't RoboCop set in Detroit but shot in Dallas? Probably. I'm not too familiar with RoboCop. I think you're right about the Detroit part. And it probably was shot in Dallas. I'm not sure. On the note of Marvel films, though, to top off your point, I can say that The Winter Soldier was only partially shot in DC, but mostly shot in Cleveland, Ohio, and then a whole lot of Civil War was shot in Atlanta, Georgia, of course. Spider-Man Homecoming was only partially shot in New York City, contrary to pretty much almost all the previous Spider-Man films before it, almost being entirely shot in New York City. They were also shot in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure. Spider-Man Far From Home and Homecoming. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp, also almost entirely shot in Atlanta. And it's funny because all of these films take place in, like, global locations. Yeah, almost all of them are shot in Atlanta. And it's kind of impressive how they managed to reuse the same city so many times, but also it's like, you can sort of feel just a little bit how everything kind of feels the same. Just a little bit. You know? Not, I mean, films like Joker, it's like they didn't shoot in Atlanta. They could have shot in Atlanta and just made it look like Gotham.
Not your time yet.
The new Batman movie, they could shoot in Atlanta and But, you know, Disney's there and they're taking advantage of the tax breaks that they get for big budget features, so. And your city being so dangerous that movies set in your city have to shoot outside of it. Yeah, actually. Oh, here we go. Holocom message. The Shroud's gonna be angry. He's gonna shake his fist. Jeff Bezos is gonna shake his fist at us.
To me. What I do to prove that I can, without being caught. If my threat before was too subtle, understand this. Anyone who's ever tried to capture me has met with the most violent end.
Okay. I like how I didn't react to that. I just pulled it up and I put it away. That's how we're doing it around here. Okay, we're done on Corellia. Beautiful. It's time for Hoth. Wait. What's still on Tatooine? Oh, HK parts? Well, that's okay. That doesn't really matter too much. We're going to Hoth. Oh, man. I ask this question almost every stream because it's just a fun question to get people's answers. Because we have a few new SWTOR viewers tonight. What is everyone's favorite planet in SWTOR? And I think the last few times I asked this question, the answer has been Voss. But I will, contrary to my usual answer, I will say tonight my favorite planet is Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa is great. After spending so much time there in the nightlife event, I was like, yeah, I really like this planet. Some of the new Star Wars was filmed in a small forest about a mile from where I work. Oh, wow, that's cool. I wonder where. That's really cool. Man. To be a fly on the wall for the shoot of a Star Wars film. I mean, you're talking about, like... I mean, you know, films have been made off, you know, in various ways over time. Oh, God, about to be squished. You're talking about, like, this is the biggest of a big production that you can get. Like, actors and crew and, like, security. And it's basically, like, turned into, like, a mobile community, you know? It's crazy. Hi. Welcome to the stream, Squee. How's it going, buddy? Hoth. Let's go, Johnny. Picking Hoth. The bright blue light of Hoth. It should be pretty easy to get our satellites here. I think. I don't know what my favorite planet is. Whichever one's the shortest. Coruscant? Maybe Tython?
Not your time yet.
Dromund Kos. You know what? Kos City, I love. Outside of Kos City, not crazy about. That's just me, though. But Kos City is just like... Dude, this is the Empire. If you turn the Empire into a city, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like. Defeat Gargath. Oh, boy. Have I never been to some of these areas? That's funny, if true. Well, let's go to High Mountain Ridge. That is... Yeah, that's in the next area. Or is it at Forward Bunker? It is not at Forward Bunker. It is in the next area, definitively. Oh, yeah. I want to go to Leth Outpost. Where Rey fought Kylo for the first time and when they were fighting in a forest in the snow. Oh!
But I'd lost you there.
Oh, like, yeah, like Force Awakens. Cool. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that was, oh, man, I remember reading an article about that many years ago. But, yeah, that's cool. I fell for a Steam scam, and I'm pissed off. I've already got my Steam account back, but the banks are working on the money. Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, I've fallen for a Steam scam before as well. It's pretty easy just to... Just takes one click. A random Steam message gets sent to you, and you just click on it. If you're not thinking, and that's it. they have everything they need. Ah, it sucks. Is that a drone? Oh, Tauntaun nest, cool. Protect them from the elements of the roaming predators. That's right, you can hatch a tauntaun. Kind of want to do that, but also I remember how long it takes to hatch a tauntaun in this. Oh, right over there. Yeah, the starting planets are all pretty strong. That I can say with certainty. I mean, I just know... One of the toss-ups of creating a character on this game for the first time is... like, which planet do I want to play on first, you know? Not so much maybe what class I want to play, but which planet do I want to go to first. Okay, Fesh Outpost. Because it's like... As I really wanted to play a trooper, but I was like, man, Orbantel does not seem as interesting as, like, Tython or Korriban. And then it's like... Though maybe Hutta is really cool too, you know? So it's cool. Pay to unban account. Yeah, dude, those freaking... Those Steam scammers can F off. They're not good people. What's up, bro? Ice Chomper Behemoth. Oh, what's the meme on Twitter? It's mentally I'm here, guys. Mentally I'm here. Let's take some animal photography here for the Steam post. Hang on, come back. Andronkonos, get out of the photo. Andronkonos, dude, I love you, but please. There we go. Okay, we got him. Sorry, guys, I had to do that. Come on. I hate the guild nameplate glitch. I don't... Thank you. I don't want you advertising on my stream. No, thank you. Aha.
You okay?
Am I okay? I'm great. Oh, that's just up there, huh? Okay. Let's go then. Oh yeah, Squee, I know. Yeah, yeah, dude, I know. I know you can see what levels they are, but sometimes it's fun to just explore for the heck of it. Wild roaming tauntaun. Bold ascent. Glacial remnants. Alright, we're about to Dreadseed our faces up here. Oh yeah, Dreadseed Froststalker. Isn't there a Dread Wampa around here? There's supposed to be, I'm pretty sure. I wanna fight the Dread Wampa.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be a champion though. Oh yeah, there it is, Dreadseed Wampa. Oh, there's two of them. They're so close to each other. Dude, that is a little scary, not gonna lie. He is spooked up. He said, today's the first day of fall. Time to inject spook. Okay. Let's get scanning. Is Halloween... How celebrated is Halloween worldwide? Is that only an American thing? Or is it... How many countries celebrate it? I imagine some cultures just don't give a F about Halloween, but... Okay, progress is progress here. That's pointing... We're probably gonna have to fight the Nexu here. I'm gonna fight him on the square here. Uh-huh. Give me the green indicator. That way, okay. Making me look around. Making me act up. Found it! Alright, that was also very quick. Ooh, okay, we completed the first wave of Dreadseed missions. Or Dreadseed areas.
Has turned out to be as good an investment as you are. Wait a moment. Incoming transmission. Those mad fools. The Dreadmasters have sent an army to raid the Arcanum facility.
Oh, shit.
They're stealing everything this time. I'm alerting the Ninth Fleet. But you're my best hope of stopping this outrage. Fly to Arcanum and destroy the Dreadmasters' forces. Hurry.
Arcanum might be how we end the stream, because that area is very cool. Level 63. Let's go, boys and girls. My inventory is just loaded here. Let me open more stuff. You know what? Go sell some trash items for me, would you?
Later.
Later. And let me call a field repair droid here. Which I guess I didn't really need to do if I was sending him to sell trash gear, but I get finger point here. I get Conquest XP for sending a companion to sell trash, so it's worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna quick travel back here to Thesh Outpost, and then I'm gonna go to the area of the map I've never been to. UK does not to the extent of the US. It's very Americanized over here. Yeah, trick-or-treating, just massive thing. I really wonder how that's going to be handled this year. Kind of what policy will be, kind of what discourse will be had. I mean, if I was a parent, I would try to figure out a way to have, look at that conquest objective completion there. Let's go. I would figure out a way. I would not want to send my kid trick-or-treating, but I would figure out a way to either try to give them a fun Halloween. You know, I would like buy candy and stuff, and then maybe I don't know, hide it around the house, like if I was like an Easter egg type of thing, Easter egg hunt. Or I would actually let them go trick-or-treating, but they would have to be, like, dressed as something that... Like, for example, they'd have to dress as a stormtrooper. Like, they would have to be protected, you know? So, yeah. Why'd you tell him to sell himself? Draconis Revel sold himself for 3,000 credits. Damn, that's it? Frozen footpath. Draconis Revel sells his body for 3,000 credits. Darn shame, dude. That's it? Come on. Sith Kitty over here gets way more than that. I saw a stormtrooper there shoveling. To the point of talking about trick-or-treating during COVID, I really wonder how we're all going to look back at... I'm just thinking, because I have done a lot of streaming this year, more than I have in previous years. And I'm just trying to think about how I'm going to look back on these streams years from now, after COVID's over, just being like, what a time to just exist. But hey, who knows? We might be dealing with something worse then. So yeah. Well, I'm just talking about how it will feel to reminisce on the dated quality of these streams, and just media made in the year 2020. And that goes for like video essays and films and stuff like that. Because certainly All of that is tied to the time now. Do I actually have to go north even more? Wow, okay. Is this area really that big? Goodness. Just for one... Well, actually, for 3 transmitters, it looks like. Oh, I missed one in the Starship Graveyard. Well, that's okay. We can quick travel back there. That's perfectly fine. I pivot back and forth. Maybe I'll save the Arcanum for next stream. I don't know. It's almost 11:20. I'm trying to get to bed sooner than what I usually do every night because my sleep schedule's been off, but it's been terrible. And I've just not felt my full self since fall weather started kicking in, so maybe I won't do the Arcanum tonight. Maybe I'll save that for next week, but we'll see. Northern Snowdrift Hills. Oh, for a second it looked like those 2 Tauntauns were kissing. Dude, they're talking. They're hanging out. Look at them. What do you think they're thinking about? Here we go. They almost... They form like an upside down heart. Hang on. I need the screenshot. Hang on. I need it when they're not looking at me. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Wildlife photography there. Oh, this is an enemy. Oops. Hey, everybody. This is really awkward. Hi, guys. Excuse me. I'm not here. I was not paying attention. Oops. I can't believe they didn't attack me sooner. I was so close to the base already. Oh, my God. I was so close. God. I really paid the price there for stupidity. Goodness gracious. Okay, we gotta backtrack again. Orville has to earn his keep somehow. Don't ride me, then cut me open to keep warm. Yeah. That's what they're thinking about. Oh, Wampa mating grounds here. They've been multiplying. Look at all the Wampas, goodness. The Tauntaun was actually thinking, get in my belly. Just get in my belly. Oh, man. I love screwing around in this game. I just like commenting on stuff. Oh, here's a player who accidentally hit, probably, what did they hit? They might have hit, oh, man, what's the button to automatically open chat? I don't know. They probably hit something on their keyboard to open chat and started typing in their combat abilities. And, yeah, just 1 and 2, I guess. That's my favorite thing in this game, is seeing someone putting that in. Oh, yeah, this is set way before that. But, you know, this game never hesitates to wink and nod at what has come before it. In terms of the movies that came before this, but yeah. Clayburn Tundra. Okay. Now we're in the White Rock Wastes. Oh man, Hoth is so huge for no reason. Most people don't even go into this area. Yeah, there's enter, but I think there's another key that opens chat. Ah, yes, it's /. Right? Yeah, / enters chat. Because / lets you type in an action. Is this a base? It is, but it's my base, so it's good. Well, not really a base, but it's good. Okay, let's go north, I guess, and then we'll dip south. After. Yeah. Well, this came out after. SWTOR came out after the films, but the films chronologically take place after this. He did it again! That or this guy is, well, no, binary 0 and 1. Yeah, he's just typing his abilities. I've done the Alliance story before, yeah. That really messes with things. But, I might skip it on this character, because I don't really think I want to go through all that content on this character, especially if we get to level 70 sooner than that. I mean, if we do Shadow of Revan, we might actually just hit max level before we even get to that part of the game, so. And at that point, I'll just skip right to Onslaught. Why not, you know? Thank God that after...
Thought I'd lost you there.
The confusing tongue twisters of, Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne, they just named the most recent expansion Onslaught. It's like, thank you. It's so much easier to refer to now. If you go to your ship, and I think you can get the story quest for Onslaught if you're at level to start it. So if you're level 70 or around level 70, you can pick up the quest, and if you start it, it will tell you starting this will skip this major content. And essentially because, you know, that expansion depends on your choices from previous expansions. But it also gives you the option to skip up to that. So if you do that, it sort of sets the predetermined choices for you, but... The rays on the left? Yeah, that was probably a Tauntaun nesting area. That, or it was a Seeker Droid area, and... It doesn't necessarily concern us right now, but, yeah. We could make a Tauntaun. Sometimes it's nice to make a Tauntaun, guys. It's just fun to make one. Okay, let's see if this is enough to find it. If I'm in enough of the vicinity to spot it.
You okay?
Yeah, there. I think that's a Tauntaun nesting area over there. I can barely get it. Tauntauns keep their fawns and nest. Yeah, it's a Tauntaun nesting area. Okay. I think I have to go more on the crater here. Not crater. What am I saying? Do I know things? No, I don't. Let me go more on the cliff. Here. Crescent Canyon Bridge. The Canyon of the Crescent Moon. Oh, you know what? It's right there. Big duh.
Not your time yet.
Okay, now we go... Huh? Oh, whoa! What? Did you guys see that? What was that? Could someone clip that? That was amazing. He just zoomed off. Goodbye. Okay, now he's actually dead. He went... Boom! He Tasmanian deviled his way off the edge there. Holy crap. I was not prepared for that. I've had some really crazy, just weird ragdoll glitches in video games lately. Just every game I play for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. That was incredible. Yeah, I didn't know it could help either. I'm trying to remember what came out first. The Tauntaun? Like the Tauntaun hatching content? Or the binocular content? I think the binoculars came out first, so... Because what? I don't feel like the Tauntauns were a thing until 2014, or late 2013 at least. Yes. This class is the perfect crossroads of just convenience, really, because you're gonna knock back. You get stealth, you get backstab damage abilities, you get a gap closer with Phantom Stride. It is really solid. Like, this is just a solid all-around, just, convenience class, really. Like, it really works. I don't want to fight you guys. Go away. Until I get knocked off my speeder. Not gonna happen, though. Sorry. Sorry, chumps. We're going all the way. Find the transmitter. Now the question is here, can I spot it hanging off of something in the environment before I actually reach the part of the map where I have to scan it? It's kind of cool playing this game in first person. It's probably going to be inside this thing here. Maybe not. We are not even close to the area yet. Okay, now we're kind of approaching it. Is that the Mandalorian ship right there? Nah, that actually looks closer to the like the Falcon type of thing. There's the dish, there's the cockpit. Okay, let's have a look around. Oh, easy find.
There we go. Pinged another lieutenant. Can't make sense of the Shroud's plan of attack yet. Let's keep plowing on.
Beautiful. Okay, Primeval premium storage box. Yeah, the gear rolls have been terrible. Oh, we might actually complete the conquest. Bel Savis. How long would the Arcanum take? Would that take us all the way up to midnight? Nah, let's do it. Let's do Arcanum. Frick it, guys. I have the energy. Let's do it. We're going to the Arcanum, and once we're done the Arcanum, we'll probably end the stream. So, this should be fun. This should be a fun set of things here. You, Bel Savis. Hey, I don't think Bel Savis is that bad. Yet. We'll see. I mean, memory betrayed me with Balmora, but only in the terms of that it was worse than I remembered. So, that might not apply to Bel Savis. Maybe Bel Savis will be the reverse? I don't know. Though, I already know Bel Savis is really confusing because half the planet, you have the normal speeder travel points, and then the other half of the planet, you have the Rakata energy transporters that instantly zap you around the planet, and that is vital for getting to certain zones. Okay, oh yeah, you know what's great? Stealth.
Welcome to Arcanum. Please do not touch the exhibits.
Ooh.
The Dreadmaster's thieves murdered my staff, so you're welcome to kill anything that moves.
Sounds wonderful.
I recognize that one. He's the leader. Kill him now.
Lord Tag. Oh. Oh, he actually killed one of them. Oh, Dread. Oh, they actually have shock troopers and stuff? Wow. Alright, get that in Dronkanos. You are nothing to me, man. Oh, we're being attacked. I loot mid-fight, because I can. Ball lightning. There we go. Oh, a gap? I might have to... Actually, okay, time I jump on that, yep. I always get a little jumping anxiety when I have to jump something in this game with a gap below me. Because I know how unreliable the jumping can be in this game sometimes. Oh, you know what? I could have pushed them off. You're right. Okay. It's alright. We're killing them so quickly. We're good. I remember having to parkour this for some reason. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, my hands are glowing. Look at them. Oh. Thought I Was a little careless there with the jump. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh boy, good thing I just ran through all of that. Thank God. We're really cheesing this. Ow! I'm invisible. How are you doing that?
Pathetic.
What did he steal?
You are no match for me.
Phantom Stride? Was it? I think I got it around like level 53 or something. I sort of assumed it was a Rise of the Cartel era ability. I mean, it's great. I love it. Unless you're referring to something else. Yeah, some planets in this game really do make you feel like you're driving around for just the longest time. That's how Corellia feels like to me. Actually, that's just how a lot of planets feel, but... yeah. Ancient Sith containment chamber? That can't be good.
There is no hope! Now die!
POV, you just experienced 2020. This is your new treatise on humanity. Sarcophagus-like stasis chamber attributed to an ancient Sith Carnus mirror contains a single rackle created by same likely initial alchemical experimentation. Open underneath. Okay, so ancient rackle? Is that even plausible? Oh God, he spawns mini racklings. That's not good. Okay, we got him. What do you mean? Why is he not dead? Oh God, he's still alive? Okay, we've really messed things up here. Why do the Sith keep all this stuff here? Why? Why are they like this? The thing with driving around with other planets like Terrace or Corellia to me is that at least I have some cool place to drive around. It just feels like a forest or a cavern. I don't know. There was I remember some kind of cool visuals on Bill Savis. I really like the concept of the giant ice walls against like the grassy plains a little bit. Other than that, the rest of the planet is kind of laid out like a prison, so that inherently is just not very interesting, I suppose, as well. So, wait, hold up. The Rackle virus is a Sith creation? Is this true? Is this established in KOTOR? Or is this established here and I just never knew that? Is that true? Huh. Wow. Amazing. Sith really screwing up society for everybody. I will say though, I was complaining earlier about the whole virus trope in video games. Hopefully that goes away, or in movies as well. Hoping that goes away. The only time, one of the few times I should say, there's probably more instances, that a virus to me has been really interesting in a game to the point where I'm like, this is cool, is the Rackle virus. I'm cool with that. That can stay in my Star Wars media. Everything else, I could care less about. So really, we're just following the level design here. It's not giving me a specific objective. We're just kind of ascending through the area. Good old cargo containers. Actually, where do I go from here? Do I go anywhere except over here? Feels like I was already over here, so I can't really be sure. There he is. Oh, damn invisible wall. Come on. Oh, okay, that's why.
Not your time yet.
I could zoom up to him too quickly. Well, that's a cool bit of Star Wars lore that I never knew. Thank you for sharing. Huh. Man, Sith are mean. Sith are real mean. So we have to kill everything, basically. There's no delineation here. Escaped Flesh Raiders? Uh-oh. Battle of the Flesh Raiders here. I'm happy to watch it happen. Actually, hang on. Let me hang out. I'm getting XP for this. I guess because they're in my phase and they die, I'm getting XP for it. Nice. Nice. Okay, that was some nice XP. Just stuff into my mouth. Okay. Okay, this is looking like the end bit here. Biological dash shade species. Subject is a dash shade shadow killer named Arcus Veng. All of the details classified. Subject is not to be disturbed, or released except by explicit authority of the Emperor's hand. Subject enters an indiscriminate homicidal rage when released from stasis field. Beautiful. Just what we want to contend with. All right, this is smelling like a boss fight to me.
You cannot stop what has been unleashed.
Raujin's Miklein.
My old strength returns. Hi.
Not your time yet.
Oh wow, he broke out of that immediately. New Black Panther DLC info leaked. Marvel's Avengers. Thank you, I'll close that.
You've saved us both pain. The Ninth Fleet has arrived to guard Arcanum.
The Ninth Fleet.
Herding parties are en route. I need you back out hunting the remaining seeds of rage. Our traitor has graciously provided fresh coordinates. I'm passing them along now. Happy hunting.
Good hunting. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was super quick. I don't know, in memory that took a while. I guess because I don't remember... I remember the parkour section of this very vividly for some reason. Whatever reason that might be. But, yeah. 120, 120. Let me take the gear chest. Even though it's going to be crappy. Yeah, it's not great. Can I sell some stuff over here? Sleep's medicine is kicking in. Good night, gamers. Cruz, you've been great tonight, as always. See you next time, brother dude. Sell, sell, sell. These are the same thing, right? Yeah, they are. Okay. That alert horn is unusual. Usually, you don't hear that type of sound in Star Wars. You hear like the, you know, airlock sound. I wonder where we're gonna go next. Or actually, I should see what planets the Dreadseed mission wants me to go to next. Okay. Seed buried on Alderaan, Balmora, Voss. Okay, so we're going to go to Belsavis, I think, next time. In fact, just to ensure that I don't go to myself and say, hey, why don't I go to one of these other planets? We're actually just going to go to Belsavis right now. And go ahead and identify the transmitters there. It turned into a story mission. That's interesting. Let me peek the terminal over here, see what missions are available to us. Chapter 1, The Hunt. Path to Madness is available as well. We'll pick that up at some point in the future, but... Okay. And then let me actually go down to the planet, and then we'll end there. Loving these planet cutscenes for planets I've never been to. It's good. Or not, sorry. Planets I haven't been to since they added the planet cutscenes. I love this concept art. I don't know, it's just... It's very Ralph McQuarrie-esque and how it just puts it, has a sense of place in space. It's good. How long have I been streaming? Our uptime is 3 hours and 46 minutes. So, almost 4 hours. Alright, gamers. With that, that is the end of another SWTOR stream. So, if you have enjoyed the stream, please follow. If you are already following, please consider donating or subscribing.
Okay.
All the money is very much appreciated, and it goes a long way in supporting what we do here. Not just in terms of, obviously, streaming video games and playing video games in front of the audience we have here, but also the production value put into these streams, having emotes, having widgets below the streams, having a really cool pre-show, and a couple other stuff that I'm working on soon. I'm trying to make custom intros for all of my streams, like when you start the show and stuff. I'm trying to make cool little pop-ups that show up during the stream, trying to come up with new notifications. So that's stuff I spend a lot of time on, and when I have the time, I try to put more work into it. So your subscription goes a long way in supporting that, and also just helping this community grow. So please consider subscribing, because it means a lot. But if nothing else, please follow. Consider joining our Discord. It's below the stream. It's a little big button, not a little big button, to contradict myself there. Big button says join our Discord. Click on it, you'll get an invite to our server, SWTOR's Artorium. We get more people in our server every week, like more and more people, and the community's come along very great. I'm really proud of it. So that's all I got for tonight. SWTOR on Friday, Squidgins on Nahona, and Sith Kitty again next week on Tuesday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. The schedule for our next streams are posted on the schedule tab. My next stream is tomorrow night, once again at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. More Jedi Fallen Order Grandmaster difficulty New Game Plus. So yeah, you guys have been awesome. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all actually, or in the case of some of you, great morning. I see you there, Keldon. But yeah, have a great existence, everybody. See you next time.